Memorandum, okay. Yeah, can I go to bed quickly? Yes, yes. Yeah, my technical officer, wait. Before we proceed, Mr. Chairman, accounting officer, Olebegana, let's say.
Get started. Are we rolling? Insioni. Thank you. Sorry, Honorable Secretary. Hitisa sama. Nereru urakasimula ka memorandum of progress me. Accounting officer na analysis mo sena batile go se hitisa. Accounting officer.
Ya leboga ne ke re ke hetela ka answers tsa potso tse ne di butswe ke honorable Phologolo ka ko NAFTEC gore rente e duelwang gompieno ka ko na di ke 250,000 pula per month, and then tsa bobedi managera yo e leng gore o retain kwa o duelwa salary ya gagwe and half ya madi ana a duelwa CEO. Jaanong the rationale ne le gore go santse go na le batho, so she is working as a caretaker manager, so ke tsone se ne ke re gala ke se hitisa.
It's tempting for me also my dear looking in the long term.
Okay, but it didn't seem like there is any direction. You're still going to look at it? Aye. Oh, okay. Wakanye, Maranye. Thank you.
One, two. Okay. Just put thing up on Facebook. How's your NP plus? You get the answers.
Mogala, sa le utlwa lo kgatile ka bo headway. Go le so go bua le wena.
I'm giving you 2 minutes of benefit. It says you're fired.
We are ready to roll. Maranyana Siami Janu. Did you give the answer? I thought we had a problem with the mics.
Question maybe would be, did you record?
I think you should run it again.
He says you ran it.
You should run again. Thank you very much. Please answer the questions that you were asked just before the break.
Thank you, Gyalo, Chairman. Negiri, Ketalosea, Nagasa Naftech, Ole Nadi, Hore the rental being paid, ki 250,000 pula per month.
Okay, 250,000 a month.
Yeah.
You got it, Honorable.
And then, Yaha manager, you is working as caretaker manager. Uduelwa salary ya and then half of yaha the difference ya the former CEO.
Okay, I think we can proceed if you have no further questions. Memorandum of Progress, Honorable Lesedi.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. Memorandum of Progress, page 2, part 1, under paragraph 33, statement number 15. Table here, it's dealt with. Page 2, table here, we monitor. Page 3, the table it's we monitor. Page 4, eko godimo ya ga matla khomo mika we memo because it waits after cut off date. Ebe ya ga mogomutsi Ntimane Abram le yone its memo. Ya ga Robert Ramontsho le yone we memo. We close Tsekelo Butumile. We go to page 5. We monitor those tables. Yes, sir.
Through you, Mr. Chair. On page 5, it appears the last communication or correspondence was 2023, and perhaps one would want to know what is the latest status pertaining to this matter.
Thank you, Chair. You mean the second part? Income tax.
No, page 5.
Page 5.
A remark on the figure, the withholding of tax.
Okay.
Yeah, 546,334 Pula 14 Tabe.
Thank you, Chair. The information is still the same, but we are pursuing that IPS, Information Process Solution. We are following them because there have been negotiations between them. Because the last time that they wrote to us, they were saying that still talking to the auditors and legal team. But I can just report that we are right now holding the payment. We are supposed to pay them. We are holding the payment that because we want to withdraw or to deduct this amount.
Through you, Chair, my question was, this was in 2023.
Yes.
Or 2 years down, 2 years later, has there been any movement in terms of trying to conclude the matter?
There has no any movement, but we have been talking to them. That is what recently we are holding that payment so that we can deduct this withholding tax.
Are you okay, sir? I want to thank you, Honorable Paulo Holo. O dirile gore ke boele ko page 5 ke ne ke sa ira some observations. Ha re ya ko page ko table e ko godimo gona le dealt with e ko tase. Ha o ya ko gona mo page 5 mo table e ko tase ko godimo le yone ke dealt with ke ra e hagare ya number 2. Thank you very much. Ha re ya ko page 6, the table is also take boraro we monitor. Area ko page 7, the table e ko godimo eo is memo. Mo go ya gare eo ya number 1 ya gang nko Thabiso dealt with. Then tse pedi tse di no e ko tase it's memo. E ko tase table it's memo. Are go page 8. Gona le ga dia number yo harka di leba mme go tara gore re siana le tsone ya nthai ke memo a ke memo mamulifa ya ntha ke memo ga be gore ya ga mollo wa tadi botsetsa le yone ke memo go bo gore ya ga Sedonga phakelang a be gore ya ga bu Pilwi Thebe tse ke di memo. The rest are dealt with. Page 9. ra go ya ko go ya number 2 ya ga mpona tsholofelo. This case ke batla go utlwisisa ka yona ka gore e kgologolo kana ga di diseased 25/12/2012 ka Christmas, process of right of ongoing. Dilo tsa Christmas ya 2012 motho a tlhokagala le gompieno process ya right of e santse e le ongoing. Gongwe le ka explainer further.
Thank you, Chair. For us to carry out the right of all the necessary documents, unfortunately, we don't have the death certificate. So it's not difficult to simulate rira touch for processing the right of. So when I say it's
Yeah, no. Hoi. Tsolelo ki.
Nya tsolelo ko gore we will go tsa information kana ra go kopa go bagolo gore ba confirm gore indeed re ka attacha mokwalo wa bone be re kopa PS gore I write off.
Kara go le tsana ko e ka he chief accountant. Kana it's now over 15 years. Ke boka 13 years.
18 years actually.
Yeah, 13 years.
For death certificate ga e bonwe kgotsa ngwala ga le se le re maiteko a go e batla.
Gone re irile maiteko, unfortunately kona go gore gore a go tsere nako re irile maiteko a go batla death certificate.
Go gote ko lapeng kwa ga eo. Okay. So in those circumstances, what happens, Accountant General?
Thank you, Chair. I don't know. It's because I don't know if I haven't had say Abu Agore. Assumption is these records you can find them. Go firstly go man because the human certificate comes from the system, and then happy no. How the Baumamba Kuala Tota to verify. You have to write to them to verify that indeed this person has passed away or would release that document to process.
Finance manager.
Jautase.
Maiteko wa one ne le sila dire.
Nyane re se re kwalle ko ma merka kwala teng gore re tere.
Zo le tsamale di lebala di khantsi. Le di gakologelwa hela ha go tiwa ka kwana.
Just write. I mean, you also need to. Can if you just write how long do they just get lost in the process? But then when how the right of rejected due to insufficient information. Rejected by who?
This one, Chair, ne re kopile right of. Reject to the officers who are responsible for overpayment as well. So unfortunately, you find that how an hour batla or the officer role responsible high or transfer. But the information in it go and provide information or
By who?
Re supa gore go fiwang go tsaelwa kgato o dirileng gore overpayment ene.
Rejected by who? Rejected.
Rejected from finance.
Yeah, but you do know or this is within threshold ya PS. I mean, has it but now I get change. This is within threshold ya PS. So it's no longer about finance.
So we agree that because it's within the threshold of the PS to write off, you don't have to take it to finance. It's right here.
PS. We take it to PS.
kgotsa o tshwanetse ra nna dibate gore tsa make di hisa
Yeah,
kgotsa ke lona le tshwanetse le mo inele
Yeah.
aside.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I think what we are experiencing here throughout ke gore dikgang tsa PAC di attendiwa hela PAC e le ga o hile go tsena. So batho ba gore ga kwano ba ise ba heletse process ye nka bo ile gore nna re le hane ba tsere e rile ba tswa gone ha o ba attenda dikgang tsa PAC nka be ne re sa ka e hedile kgai. So please a re ska ra tsa PAC jalo ka gore ha re dira jalo ya no tona re botsana dipotso gone ha gante re le pitaganya hanne go sa tlhokagale teng akere finance manager a dira jalo motho.
Perhaps the same thing should go to Mr. Chair through you. Haswana hela ya disist mme go le sebaka gore letsa bo utukile le ba bangwe hela yalo. They should go deal with them, got the same approach, because Ditswa Kakala from 2014.
We will do that.
The Canada advice last time was that don't need to look at Lido and Liba Attorney General, is it still possible for the sense the car cover or what? Once I love the Attorney General, they say or a hospital corner. The right way, of course, the tickets it's a wood booking yellow.
Yeah, ke tsa gore chief accountant wa uta ke re
Really, sir.
gore o tshwanetse wa di gata ja mme tshwanetse ya ga mpona polisi molake o tukile bayani le tlamma letsholo le maitane a re ditogeleng le di memo. The rest are dealt with. Page 10 ya ga Pilape thuso ya number 2 Tshekiso Lesego lesulitsile Litina Mafusi ntse ana re ditogeleng le di memo. The rest are dealt with. Hare ya ko
Sorry, Chair.
yes sir.
Page 9.
Oko page 9
Okay, nya ke tabu mo page 10.
tabu mo page bua mo page 10 says it's re bua mo go yone.
Go na le dikgang tse di apera di le dintsinyana tsa bo tracing his whereabouts, like Tsekiso Lesego, and then ha ke tsela ga le ngole setse le hitile ka tsona.
No I said tsene mo go tsona.
And then go na le dikgang tse dingwe tsa di impressed tsa my interne gongwe tracing his whereabouts gongwe ke le interne go tayang gore gongwe level tracer his whereabouts a ke le interne kana ene le casually le ba hela di impressed ha gona tsamaiso engwe le gore gongwe le ka ba thusa bo boroko ka gone rather than le ba he madi ntse le itse gore after le baka le kana ba tsamaya and madi a teng a ka tsamaela ruri.
Thank you, Chair. Bogologolo pele ha maintenance mall we are allowed karane re banela madi hela just a ka o bua se, but recently ha re tlhole re banela madi ra ba duella hela go robala ko hoteleng ra duela re pasa casualty ra re pasa GPO re mo duela be re tswa mo teng so that re ska ra mo tsenya dingalo tsa gore a retire. Thank you.
Thank you. And then gongwe hela ka gore ba bantsinyana ba still tracing his whereabouts. Go diragala ya mo go ba bangwe la khona go bua gore ministry wa netano le thusitse gore le ba trace le ba bonye ka thuso ya ba bangwe ha le khona go ba bona ga bo go diragala ya.
Thank you. Ba bangwe re kwalla ko gone ko ministry wa civil and national registration re kopa gore ba re di details tsa bona tsotlhe mo go ntse ke gore re hilwe le megala la re letsa megala teng ga re khone go ba tshwara se. Thank you.
Thank you. Are go page 11. Ko page 11 ya ga kanyanya ntha la ga buile la ga mo ga ke mo itse are di direng di memo the rest dealt with. Hare ya ko page 12 ra go memo number 3 the rest are dealt with. Hare ya ko page 13 we memo one formula Gabriel.
Question there, please, Mr.
Sir?
Honorable through Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
On page 13, Gabriel Moloi, the remark is that he's not willing to pay despite his promise. I think it's the information is insufficient, and perhaps the chief executive, chief accountant, Okatlalosa Hueheta, is he at work? Is he out of employment? What is status?
Thank you, Chair. Homo is the former officer. On America so and then about before the last two PAC na re kwaletse hela re na la attachment ya mokwalo gore wa promise gore tla tla go duela. After this promise are mo follower, no, he's not even ready to make any payment.
So, in this instance, Lirai.
I didn't say ana sere sabulo re buile le ene re a ko attorney general re engage by attorney general gore re simole legal action.
Have you engaged Attorney General on the matter?
Unfortunately, sir, Harry is simole, but this is one of the people who are compile or research legal.
Why so much delay? I mean, according to you, you appear in the last two, it has been picked in the last two audits, and you are yet to forward it to Attorney General. What's causing the delay? I mean, the question is meant to help you, to assist if ever there is a challenge that you are facing. Thank you.
Are you maybe you are understaffed or Honorable Porokholo?
It's not where we are understaffed. It's just an issue where or I'm coming forth on monthly basis hoping for unfortunately I know Abasa fulfill the promise.
It's not a question of being understaffed, Honorable. I think it's just a question of application to duty. I mean, people don't just do their work, they wait for notice ya PC.
No, the question had some element of sarcasm in it, actually.
What are let to say now?
Yes.
I know I can't wait to do them bouquet. Hanela toilet. Yanutar ready book as it can. Some may not have a look of an answer bouquet. I'll go it take out.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Tota Michael wa committee or reletsa gore re tswale di cases. Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How can it runs the risk of being a prescribee? If you case yearly,
Case ya 2019-2020.
Hey, 3 years aka khabola, we are in trouble.
So I really do also le Attorney General.
Yeah.
But more prescribable, it's no longer economic to go and look for these things. It's only for our listen. This is more 1 hour regular by the right of models.
Whatever Attorney General had about one of the council of Charamutu.
Rabatswara se ona bontsi ba tentse di right long office o ne di prescribile ne re ba kwaletse and then be ba prescribile PSA ba 27
prescribe kana o twa madi a pushwa tsamai. gore ka le ga o e ba ka teng gore ga ga gona molato ya ke leina la sekgowa ya prescribed.
What we try to do is, as they send them through, we just try our luck. We initiate legal process, reissue a summons. Me ha motho a teng ana legal representative. Wa bua hela gore lwa reng. Aba re betsa ka technicality gore e body. And
prescription e go ha finance manager era gore ya madia puso a tsamaile. Ano lo go la teng ga le lente hotel. Nna ne ke ntela ke lutwa prescribe ke tsa gore le go koela ka ntele mo molao mo le raso se se tona thata gore go padile gore ga e bodile ha e kwathala o e tsosa madi me ona tsamaile and it becomes even more serious how go involve madi a magolwane yana yana
gape looking for somebody for 8 years can be very costly. How do you believe the gore madi a teng a wa setseng morago ke bokae? You're going to end up spending more. Auditor General?
Happy through you, Mr. Chair. That's what it means. And that is where the concern now is. Look, somebody is failing to execute and over and above, in most cases, it's overpayment. Also, I have a scot-free. Also, it's a matter of prescriber, scot-free. But the least placed officers, when they get surcharged.
Surcharge you are a driver, accounting officer, you earlier on talked about a PAC desk. Did you?
Desk officer.
Desk officer, there is an officer here who deals with matters of PAC.
Here there's a Lufthansa Mam Hotel, the one seated.
Let me leave well and go. High Lord the Khan in Nayan. Me what desk here a PAC colonna. Then whatever Tiro Rekai Batala Moen. Compiano on Rebata Moena, accounting officer. Me Halalene. A Hakula or Linda Lemoliver or Amion Tiro, who follow the hands on it. Cotatira, your desk officer of PAC, Kikudre.
I can follow this outstanding.
Rapiesi.
No. To follow this outstanding cases.
Account officer. I cannot desk here.
Nyagia Dumelana Hota Tamala Rutuan, what Rautuan.
Desk here, go ile desk here. Nya, ako tamalale. Ibile bokolo yanga go bile gona le desk. Auditor General,
Accountant General.
Thank you, Chair. Nekere, this is a serious concern from page 8 up to page 13. These are salary overpayments. If you look at page 13, only 113,000, only one here. Over you put our salary overpayments. What controls are there to mitigate these? And if you look at them, seriousness collect the madia. If you look at the remarks, it's hell. Thank you.
Yes.
Serious. I'm getting 19th last week, Monday. All the deputy permanent secretaries, departmental managers, legal and board secretary, the CEO, labor the SOE, or a base more section where Public Finance Management Act. Mole da banga hiti satunis agizali nchoka na kiza payroll kana yi. Hora aizore ritlo ho hela le mogoene madia mhutel no ka ortse dingwe le nna ke ne ke di bona gore di kgona go heta ngwaga musu kgona go duela la hele bo 6 or 7 months jaanong ga se thulaganyo e leng gore e siame yaanong everybody is on notice
molemo wa itse ano gore mo nako e tang ha duela motho ana a tswala mo duela o ka hella go gogilo mo gene wa rialo PS
ka rialo ka gore leso le go diphithong go a tsamaiwa ga go sena nna go leta tshwanetse go a bo go itse gore motho o thokagetse ga e le gore go na le go a diega e tshwanela ke gore gongwe e be ka nna 1 month ka gore ga gongwe payroll ya be setse ka boine e dirilwe leso le be di diragala but we shouldn't be getting to go 2 months go 3 months.
I think ha ene sepe se le se bua mme le se diragatsa ka gore mo go cadets tsa bakgweetsi nya dibuka tsa teng di nna di supa gore bao ba sa charge mme ba bangwe hala ba berekang mo ministering nna le sala ka re le ba dibuka tse go ithela tsa tsemo ha re se re bone ope go go te accounting officer wa sa charge-wa kgotsa finance manager kgotsa bareking PAC desk officer wa sa charge. I think ha go go tshwantse hela re nne fair e se ka nna batho ba le bangwe hela mme ba bangwe bone ba lebega gore go ngone ba robetse mo tiro mme ba go sa re sepela. If there is no consequence ha gona sepe se ditera batho gore ba se ba robala mo tiro. There must be a consequence, and it is the consequence that also sends a message to others what hey ho maswe go raibineng a go dirujalo o nna le mathata ano go re tsaba go thoana thoana
gongwe me ke riana ke ra gore ya ka ke bua notice e dule re ta le romela copy ya notice ya le very clear to everyone gore go ska nna le go pe o tata nga ro tata almari ne ke sa uto kampo ne ke sa thaloganya
through you chair a me gona le di processes tse di laid down le di clear gore ha motho a toka etse kana motho a resign who is responsible to contact payroll one e tsoma la tsale ka gore ba dirile yalo gore payroll e.
Do you have those processes?
Thank you, Chair. The process editing, it's only that hela go ha di follow it's only editing clearly stated. Hela ha di following.
Are following the process and this one accounting officer really you got to take charge. Ki tumela ro kwadile kwa mo le mo ya no iso notice wa itse gore ha sa diritiro gagwe gora gore kgato eta tsewa
nya go ntse jalo
ke tsa gore wetse a re ska ra ela tso bobe
yes sir
e wetse re ta gore lebile gore a me gone a go nna le consequence for people who don't do their work. Yes. Honorable Lesedi?
Yes sir, thank you. Nya me go twetse ke tsa gore accounting officer o di tsibogela sente because kana no go reflecta bad tota mo go ene me ke tsa gore ka ha respondileng ka tenche it's fine. Are go bone mo page 13 ke one ya ga moloi ya ga moketsi ya ga mada buka ya ga tshebetsi le mo ga itshware di togeleng le di memo the rest are dealt with. Hara go page 14 ya nthai go godimo we close it be table yo theo tse re sa di tswaleng tse we nna di dealt with e go tase table we close ya ga je mo tlanke ke dealt with ya ga je mo tlanke e go tase is memo. Hara go page 15
sorry page
yes sir
14
page 14 yes sir
gona le ya ga je mo tlanke ya 7,000 ya leruo
yes sir
already has made in di seo go le ba ga go okay ra go le go ntsinyana gone ha gore ba disa ba seo go assign one of the officers me ha wa assign one of the officers di khomo dia shota
mma ke go kopea ke ntse yalo se me ma ke go kopea gore ka gore ke dealt with nota di page tsone tse ba re ta rakana le khanya teng go tsone re ta re bue in details. Yes sir.
Chair, I just like to advise Mr. of Agriculture that when you got the remark dealt with, let's say la kwala an update because now it makes the update is about how we dealt with. Bone ya no ba kwala update e ba kwala dealt with under the same remark. So re go power ba bone gore ya no ba re ba di sa thata re bala the comment here everybody dealt with everybody ra go e bala gape ka go dealt with.
Which
Just an advice.
Yes.
Horaro ka kwana ke dealt with ya la ka kwa ke gone bonela comment
gone mo page 14 mo table e go ta seo e ya ga PCC kwe it's a memo Harako page 15. Rnale dealt with ya nta. Ebe rnale dealt with ya bobedi. Bernal dealt with ya boraro, ya bo 4, ya bo 5, ya bo 6. Go the whole page. Those are dealt with. Harago page 16. We close number 1. Yahamakura. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm concerned with time, but I guess like I say recently, if I don't ask. Maleho, that's it.
Page
16.
16, okay.
Era, under the comments, Basupa or had banking details. And that's just it, done. Question would be, could you tell say Bamuduela guy, Hape what is Kugori hella mupio?
Thank you, Chair. Mali Hobart here. We dismiss it from work. Yano has now dismiss you. I will who prepare the benefit. In those benefits, never thought deduct this traveling impressed. So she's not willing, and she's not giving us those banking details so that the process a payment there will deduct this outstanding impressed.
I mean, it beats me.
Finance manager.
Yeah, sir, the banking details they are changed. Happy they have to be confirmed. More how can process payment does I confirm or go on. Mutata sa gonela that information no kana gore la tlhe. Here go the banking details they tsetseng.
You know, how about the madia o molebi? I go nilata bolo go galo na le
Rona ne re kela go ga rona 7.7.
Le mosadisetsa ga.
Re mosadisetsa ga.
Yano o lebe ga sa batho na ga le
What's the maybe Attorney General. Somebody wants to agana go duelo. Uragala.
Nya rona ke re ba ka tsisa gore wa re kolotara comments legal action. Go tla mo proper. Gore a tle go rona. Wa bona.
Rally na ya re lebitise kwa.
Hai sa bona.
Pro gone me chairman kore rena le di ministry tse ha o tshwan le motho hela ka wena chairman o nkolota a be ke simolla ke ya go di lawyering ke ya go duela gore lawyer a sale morago case bone hela ke go neela ba Attorney General a be le sa duele sepe I believe bone ba sala motho morago. But why is it not happening?
Hey, no ke tsa gore concern ya go ya utwala ke yone concern ntse re raisa hela ke ra tota re beile mo ena account officer ya ka gore go le bega tota go ntse go ne etso marapo tshwene are tswelle honorable.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Gora gore ra go tswala ya ntlha ya Makura. Ya number 2 Kanji Kauyao Maleho Moseki Nkuklang Phokedi Rebagaman tse ke di memo go na le ya ga Mpango Abel well dealt with. Hare ya ko page 17 memo ke ya ga Mayano bakeng Mochanang le Rebang le ya ga Moatshe Kodisa le ya ga Kachere ya bohelo ke ya ga Porabaing tshwanetse ke di memo ya ga di tshwane Moipelo dealt with
ma molifiare o tsholetse pace ya ke tsora ke duma le ene mme ke ra rialo
nyame e ko godimo mare e togele e le dealt with e ko godimo ya nta ne ke re le memo but it's dealt with le ya ga maokaneng kgomotso o nya go siame nna ga le bata re gata re ka gata le huri a reng ko page 18
Sorry, Chair. Godfrey Sisinyi, we recommend closed. We've checked it.
ya ma
Godfrey Sisinyi.
Godfrey yeah Godfrey ke close we close
Here.
thank you me ora next we close it 18 we close number 1 for Sesupo Moses and Babayani we close then hara go table e ko tase we memo tse pedi tse dia go dimo tsona number 1 number 2 number 3 is dealt with hara ya ko page 19 mo table e ko godimo we memo number 3 4 5 tse two tseo dealt with e ko godimo le ko tase
Sorry. Remo 14 yano. Ke di monit.
o simolla kae
Page 18 table ko tlase.
page
18 ko tlase.
13
18.
18
Remo.
ke di monitor
Remo 14. Text.
at the page man
Maybe ke botsa yana ka this reconciliation ongoing or ke se
page
dirile.
18
There are quite a number of text things which says reconciliation is going on.
Thank you, Chair. Renality reconciliation ongoing, especially more the income taxing, the withholding tax with the hard class. Renality Tata Chair, especially under income tax. I think what we have done, we hear about especially more the project in Zarunata Boys part. Really, the officer can temporary hold that income tax. Unfortunately, those prepayment, how do a payment is that thing? Who withhold you, but also call my in the system, it's an system which our income tax in Mahonali. So it's unfortunate that this thing then you reprocess the payment there is a Kobe. Kobe say Babatahoro will identify that income tax with the name. Yan had na maina di hengi le hela kono. The last 2 P circular ratla har tata arka tsa o tlhara isa Kobe so tla isa yang Kobe sas na mai.
Ke salenka.
Huh?
Ke sale.
Sale. What the last 4 or 5 years ago?
Accountant General, can you advise? Hata agona maina.
Yes, sir. But I think Laos and Maina, we can go into the system. Yeah, we can go into the system and assist looking at the information here because now we have background way of checking because when the supplier has any Maina initially at some point in time in the system, but certain numbers, but we can.
And they approach you for assistance?
In short, let them just come up for assistance.
Finance manager?
Yes, sir. We'll approach them.
Tusok Ewana. Auditor General?
Thank you. More page 18. Renale 500.
Agree me tapile ase kata ya wala kwano.
Tapile, sir.
Thank you.
Renale 546. Yeah. Innovative process solutions. Kana the accounts secretary 2022, 2021, 22. Can you please give an update there for what is happening now? 2025. Is it likely that we will get this money? Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. IPS I was saying, we are in the process of deduct this withholding tax.
Kana initially it was like you had paid without deducting. That is the impression that I got. And from their response, we are still consulting with our legal and finance department. We'll get back to you. So are you saying they are consulting with the legal team or Leba Duele or Young? Lekwalo, in fact, the next year, not to me, it sounds like you paid without deducting tax.
Say, initially the payment were made without deducting the withholding tax. Get payments up all. Then after that, we realize our kind of to the Tanerabakwal. We wrote to them, or kind of the Umway situation Naradia touch has say. Say, what? Session is here, how withhold that tax, mid payment the lanta. Dinedits a mile dile pedir disaqua accountant general for processing. Ele the payment their company rehold dile match. On the way had Zenako Hunila Tata payment de be busiwa, yone in a re withhold account, a baby busiwa and alama. There was that problem, a payment that day. Unfortunately, it's a mailing. That's why it's on the debit side. You withholding your neighbor hit. The one you do a company be boa. So, every tarabata river inform our kind of payment did he deal. We are not withhold, Raskara withhold because payment in a we. That is why I ran what payment in a rich and one. Remember, quality come colorua touches and work. Cannot remember those invoices were not Neraskara hold. So we want to reach or we want to pay from this. That is why we are still looking at this matter between our auditors and our legal office.
Mr. Chair, yes, the accountant, I mean the chief accountant, what changed the story? He gave me a story earlier, which I wasn't buying, but I thought maybe can like a balance and the payment they were now they are withholding madi lekwalo la lona lare re duele gona la madi a le ra kolota bale ba re nya ka tlepela re tla boela, and this was in 2023. But no, ka tlepela re tla boela go go lona re santse re consulta with our legal team. Baraba consulta gore a ke ba le duele ka ba ska ba le duele. The issue that you are raising is a different issue altogether. When you want your money, payments were made. Hosa withhold your tax. Mana konye hitile. And then what you want, ke madi one assets nga tsamaile gore le kgetho la one le bo. That is the understanding. I think over that selangwe yo le kang go bankanya seemo se se iragetseng mme bone ba go reetse ba re right so ka tlepele re santse re itsheka. Question now becomes 2023 once you play the prescription 2 years down the line osalu bua le bone then and stopped. What is the latest? You cannot rely on the money. Our also in tax anyway. Answer mailing, how our tax. That's why I know about Kwalela. Unsu is all on a payment thing way. Let's just be clear on that.
Yeah, attend. Mariso, yeah, I've made a commercial decision. Kayon, more procurement in Yarona, look do the companies. Haki balagi tetelo or the companies they are related. Then we talk the ISP services, I guess. IPS service. It's a South African company. You are quite correct. Repol hold your money. And then all of a sudden we are doing work in IPS Botswana. And these are two separate entities. gate di kopana ka tsela e ntseng jang mme go gongwe hela go ne ga nna le thakathakano ya dikonteraka yaanong nna ka be ke bitsa ba legal le ba procurement gore go mo we are going to be exposed we need to make a commercial decision. So what I then sought, because there's a commonality, ya gore company ki ga tene ya wa delwa contract ka tsele ntse njana ile ya ga re taolo ka go South Africa jana o ka kwano gape go dira company e sele go a le contract e ngwe ka go sele. Let us ka gore the shareholder or just go Attorney General in terms of removing the veil and we are going to be wasting time in terms of trying to close contract maybe retention. So let's just get a commitment here. We are going to our final payment off. That is where we are, because otherwise we're just going to be jumping all over the place. Yeah, no. Legal opinion, advice from what is the best way of doing this and making sure that with this adverse situation and Madia and it's actually on Kakol Mam Dej gets our more heading your knee, return of Kanye Hidley. Me allow kids with the sides of what had to happen of Irala.
Thank you very much. We are assured that the matter shall be closed by the end of the month. Auditor General.
Page 19, the second one, and 906. Can they please explain what is this and what's the current status?
Page 19?
Yeah.
Table?
The first table, the second transaction from top.
906,000.
Yeah.
370.
Yeah. Thank you.
You mean the closing balance at 906?
Pobetsa se.
Hey.
I agree 906 la bona hore is dealt with. Kana leraro le tabole se ready ka go page 31. Like I want to go page 31. Yes. Thank you. Are on page 19 dealt with we are number 1, 2. No, they are number 2. They are number 1 is reconciliation ongoing. Or it's monitor. Then we monitor again. They are number 3. We monitor number 4. We monitor number 5. Number 6 dealt with. Table monitor. Table monitor. Page 20. Number 1 dealt with. Number 2 dealt with. Number 3 dealt with. Grady table. Reago page 17. Para 21. Page 21 Eko is dealt with. Yabubedia no dealt with Yochantagua. Maplanka Susan is monitor. Then Ela Telanya Bose Kwang monitor. Then the Homo Kaunda dealt with. Keba Kitile dealt with. Chilume Tsofatso is monitor. Ditsela Benjamin we close. Tsepeditse latela go itse le goro dealt with. Tsepeditse go tase we monitor. Page 22 from Kelotoko to Mpuru, those are dealt with. Nakedi memo, gra monitor. Sibusi okay is a monitor. Let's say we monitor. Page 23. The table it's so those are dealt with. Page 24 dealt with. Page 25. Headquarters it's HEP. The officer was an intern who failed to retire impressed and absconded from work. We memo. Yes.
Through you,
Yes, sir.
through Mr. Chair.
Go ahead, sir.
Yaga Magdalene Mutsumi. What is the status? Page 25. What is the status, Yaga Magdalene Mutsumi?
Magdalene Mutsumi ke paying officer. So na dirile pay sheet gore a tla duele batho. So a betla a transfer la under the traveling interest. So we wrote to Accountant General re ba kopa gore ba re assist in order gore re tle re ntshe re retire this pay sheet. So har ba ise ba re reply say. But the other issue, let's say we'll find that most of our PO under ID number, get the pay sheet.
But I don't know if you are downplaying it, but I guess it needs to be given attention. And this was 2 years ago. You wrote no response. What are you doing? It is back on your desk to deal with.
Yes, sir, we'll ensure that radio followers, some of them we were following them up. Unfortunately, so but we'll make sure they are the followers.
Have you noticed that you also reported where another officer is refusing to give you the details, banking details, unless it's the same person? I mean,
it's the
same person. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Accountant General Leona Lesemwe, Mr. Chair.
Yes, thank you, Chair. We know that we have checked that there are no records in our system that these pay sheets have been retired. So we request Mr. Vakacha to bring the records. Yes, please.
We will do that, sir.
Yeah, I mean, that's a observing accounting officer. Kana arna leba Attorney General, Belongore, Darid, and Willie. Or more cases in the table and seller moto, who hanaho, hotaho, who provided the bank details. But thing who got to, sir. Accountant General Leone is ready and willing to help where le talk to certain, please. Babone lotsedi nne motho tota rona maikelo a rona re le committee ke go tswala di cases. Ha re bate prescription mo di cases. Me ala ka ha di ntseng ka teng ke belela our next session, next sitting la go bua ka di prescription. I doubt. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Through you, Chair. Era ne go ta Accountant General la bua gore ba tse di page ya le ke ipotsa gore ka gore sala ba kwaletswe ke information that ene sa go roga go bone gore ba tse di page what they being told now.
There's a process here, the pay sheet that is followed. When the pay sheet is a paying officer at Amadi on behalf of people like my casual labor and things like that. So they are paying officer at Amadi. Now, procedurally, has na kuduela batu, bas na ko sign na ko that same sheet, they bring a copy to us. Every retire in the system now to show that the Madi I recently in our system it shows money going out, but it does not show that retirement part. That is why we are saying we need those copies for to complete the process in the system.
2023 and you didn't find that information in the system. Ukine la saba bolele gone ka 2023 gona le gore mmolele gone yana re le ha gore ba hala bona information e ka gore ene a re sala le quality a isa bona response.
Those days a re na record ya semo e krembe ke gone re bonang unfortunately.
No na le sengwe chief accountant. O ne le tsubile ke tsa gore no na le sengwe se ne le batla go se clarify.
That then is to clarify, Honorable, in your hell, these types of things, they already either waste time or cause loss. We discuss go ministry to make sure they are following you, and if we have to invest more to buy, but in between. Totally clear because they should not be like this. It's an administrative process.
One useful piece of information could be that, we are looking at 21, 22 books, and we intend to move very quickly to 22, 23 books. So you may be appearing here in less than 6 months. So I would advise that whatever lags behind in terms of attending to cases must be done, because we may be meeting sooner than people would expect. As soon as Auditor General produce the report, they sign it, we will talk to the Speaker to allow us to sit and deal with the 22, 23 books. So we need to deal with this book. So all is well. Some piece of advice. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman. Go page 25. Which is memo. Magdalene Motsumi, which is memo. Maleho Batsiri, which is also memo. Modi Betsan, Irene, Letola, Andrew. Those are dealt with. Then Maribele Chifani, Letoneke dealt with. Page 26 dealt with the first one. The second one we memo. The third one we close. The fourth one is memo. The fifth one we close. The sixth one memo. Seventh one we close. Habana Teboho it's memo. Le Khasitsiu is memo. Then Mohome we close. Page 27. Number 1 is memo. Number 2 dealt with. Number 3 is memo. Number 4, number 5, number 6, number 4, number 5 is memo. Number 7, number 8, number 9 it's memo. Mapale Bampola we close. Then Selape Watsamaya Pit memo. Ekota Seramo Leferang Kwa we close. Page 28 dealt with the first one. The second one we close. Kachere we memo. Masuku we close. Maukaning dealt with. Andris memo. Matli memo. Madi dealt with. Then the Tarotilkota say it's memo. Page 29, the first one is memo. The second one we close. It's monitor. Then the last one is dealt with. Page 30, we monitor. The second one is dealt with. Zentaro, it's monitor. Those are dealt with. Table here we monitor. Table we monitor, Mr. Chair. Page 31. The first table, those are dealt with. The second table, those are dealt with. Page 32.
First table, sorry. Page 31. The other one is memo. On the top table, the last one we memo.
Oh, the last one is memo. Thank you. Page 32. Table Leo PNPs dealt with. Ecotas is memo. Page 33. Eco Odimo is dealt with. Zetargotas is memo. Table Ecotas number 1 and number 2 we close. Yaboraru is dealt with. The fourth one is memo. 34, table e ko godimo is dealt with. Table e ko tlase is dealt with. Page 35, table e ko godimo is dealt with. Table e ko tlase is dealt with. Paragraph page 36. The first and second, those are dealt with. The third one is memo. Yabo 4 is dealt with. Yabo 5 is memo. Yabo 6 is memo. Also, no 7, 8, 9 dealt with. Yabo hello is memo. Paragraph page 37, Eko Godimo dealt with. Yabo Bidila Boraro Labo 4. Those are dealt with. Those are memo. Yaga champane bashiki ona dealt with. Hare ko ya mate ka belo kana meiti.
Sorry. Kanti jotse kindi le kwa. We had recovery of payment salaries. Now we are still here. Kira kindi le kwa na le kwa.
Di buella gantsiana. Hadi tla renelwa Auditor General kra de memo report. Di buella gantsia. That is why di buele.
Me kana ka bo le buile gore no. But it's not the same thing, Aker.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It's just the same thing. Di buella gantsia. We were following the case here.
Yeah, make Harry Potter is now what's you're supposed to go label. So this didn't think you should have informed Secretariat or on a repetition. What is a repetition? Yeah, the same table.
It's a repetition. That current reditway. Agrars now also. Reverend Montour good case. It's a diatua. Secretariat or ritual. This one this get at well. But unfortunately, because it's a bit like well it.
Okay.
Hey, nal na ke lemogile gore di a boela mo go ntsintsi yaanong ke tsaya gore leta le ka gore mo nakong e tale le re thogaletse because re tsamaya go le gongwe hela. Ha re go page 37 e go godimo is dealt with go simolola ka ga mapulanka polisi go bopilwe. Those are memos. Then yaga champagne is dealt with. Yaga kabelo is memo. Utukile is memo. Wakro banar utukile bara babuela. Yaga mo dealt with. Leila telanyaga the show is dealt with. Yaga litio is memo. Yaga molake is memo. Yaga ramolele is dealt with. Eko tasega pakanyo is memo. Harago page 38 eko godimo is dealt with. Latela letlamma gape is memo. Then masalila dichabing bayani tsekiso dealt with. Let's solo memo. Pilatwe dealt with. Lesulitsile is memo. The homo is dealt with. Area Kohuya Halitina MP. Ele memo. Air diseased 6/12/2014. Process of right of ongoing. Nse ke o neile la commenta go nse ke o neile hele. Ko re tsetsa bo diseased. Bona ba bo 2012-2014. Process ya right of it is ongoing. Hono mo go taro o le ke go improve mo go gona. Tota nna re tshengwe ke kganya prescription. Below is a disease ha tsora ba isa trial or what. E latela ya kaunda is dealt with. E latela ya mafusi is memo. E go ta sentse ane memo. Modise is dealt with. Philip is dealt with. Ke bakhathile is dealt with. Dialo is memo. Ntoi was dealt with, then memo and memo, the last one. Harako page 14, Eko Godimo is dealt with, Yabubedi it's memo. Hotonomo Yabubedimo, before Yaha, the last one. get dealt with. The last one is memo. Dealt with from Mokapela to Kosimans. Those are dealt with. Debe, memo. Those are dealt with. Page 42. From Eko Hodimo Sibusi Tumpuru. Those are dealt with. Then Yaha Mudabuka. It's memo. Limpisa Maina. It's Eko Tasi Yaha Kore Kurujeru. Dealt with. Then David Mompati's memo. Memo. Eko Tasi dealt with. Then page A, Yotea 43, those are dealt with. 44, where Makaya Kahekera dealt with. Ntoya Samuel's memo, La Rabuile Balumeritz's memo. Then the rest downstairs is dealt with. Oyako 45, Eko Hodimo up to Go Chanetse Bukutlo. Those are dealt with. Then Mokis Benjamin is memo.
At 45, sir.
Yes, sir. I can yield.
Okay, thank you
for your intervention.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Can we deal with the comment, Yaha Benjamin?
Page.
Mortgage, page 45. The comment is process to take legal action is ongoing, and that's it. Can you take us a bit further?
Thank you, Chair. Information right is Chair. Quality go our legal office, or they should pursue this case by the Attorney General. That's why the process to take legal action is ongoing.
Still, one would want to know Okwadile Ling, Kematarawa Ling.
Chair. That's why carry information right is We apologize for that.
You may, through Mr. Chair, continue, Honorable Lesedi.
Yes, sir. Yes. No, so much. Yaga Benjamin Kione name Honorable Abatabisi but Lara Kanyanki memo. Those two are memo. And then the last one dealt with page 46, table 8. So those are the dealt with.
Allow me to
yes, sir.
To interrogate.
Yes, sir.
I think it comes down to lack of.
Which page is that one? It's just a general.
Page 46.
Yes, sir.
On the sale of livestock, what I find missing the key information on the. But question is, where
are you saying? Yeah, 1.2 million.
Yes, the 1.2 million.
Yeah, are page 60 of the Auditor General's report. Say here. Are go page 47. We memo number 1, number 3, 4, and 5. Then the number 2 is dealt with. Page 48, number 1, 2, and 4. No, number 1, 2 dealt with. Number 3 memo. Number 4 those are dealt with. Page 49, the whole page, Mr. Chairman, dealt with. Page 50, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, those are dealt with. Number 5, Yaha Kahiso J. Talani, it's memo. Then Yaha P. Master Moruti and Yaha Popo. Those are dealt with. Page 51, we memo the first one from Mutusi Muchi. The second one is dealt with.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, sir.
On page 51, the two matters, Yagamutusi Muatsui, Leona Lena Merulia, at the disciplinary hearing and process. I think the information is not sufficient enough to inform the committee. May we have more information to appreciate how far with concluding this disciplinary hearing process?
As said, the process say re receive all the documents accident from C2 already compiled. Then we write to the department. Either level is or motulese mahalape. Then we write to the department. Disciplinary hearing ko mahalape. Ko mutualente. We write the department or let's disciplinary hearing.
Are you aware these matters are from 2020?
We are aware, sir.
And are you aware, 4 years, 5 years down the line, there is no reasonable time?
Yes, sir.
So what has been the cause for this delay?
The causes siding Yarona, especially Kuma Patango de Kaulo, was on horse now about they take that time for disciplinary hearing.
Through you, Mr. Chair, I think this one goes to the accounting officer, to be honest. I think 2020, disciplinary hearing is yet to be conducted. Is there an intention to continue with that route?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. No, I have no intention to continue with this route. Earlier, when I was talking about the need for transformation, add value, and make sure that we don't destroy it, immediately part of that notice, including the political leadership. HR and admin with the new function. Thank you,
Mr. Chair.
When you look at the commentary, it doesn't give you much in terms of information. Well, when I have a paragraph statement, I wish I were so this is really not telling us anything. So I think even in future, you also want to give us a little more information about those particular cases.
And even the one that says a driver is to be surcharged, Leone dates back to 2020. So there's ineptitude on the side. There are people in leadership. And these are the people to surcharge rather than these drivers. Thank you.
Accounting officer. But anyway, those are memos. Statement 22 we monitor. Then Moemedi Madume dealt with. On a page here, hello, Mr. Chairman, I thank you.
Thank you very much. We go to Auditor General's report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Auditor General's report. Recimo like a page 1, statement number 1. Page here, recimo line mo number 1. We close then we do memo. Telang. ya ga mongwaketse e be re ya ko go ya ga go simolola ka ya ga lu go ema ka ya ga lethola Andrew tseo re di tswale, then the last one Mudi Betsane we memo. Harako page 2. Number 1 we close, number 2 we memo, number 3 we close, number 4 down it's memos. Page 3 eko godimo we memo. Go tswa ono ho number 2 wa go tase we close. Well, ke tsa gore le ya number ya ga motlogelo mathata ko radia number ya 6.820 we close it because ha ke go annexure ya annexure ya 10 kana ya 10 kana LO ke bona e qualified closure ha ke tsora accountant general o bogakala boka.
Honestly, it's a month after that we closed on March 2023, but it got closed in April 2023. So it's after cutoff.
But when has it been transferred though?
Can it was something like transfer?
It's been transferred. Yes, it's transferred. The transfer happened.
Can't we close it?
So we can't close.
We can't close because it's after cutoff.
Okay, sir. Yes. All right. No, thank you. We memo it. Arengo page 4. We close number 1, number 3.
So did you mention about the last 2? Or did you hear you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, sorry.
I did say number 1, 2. We close. Page which is page 4 we close Dimo Bertolailo one memo. Number 3 and 4 we close. Number 5 we memo. Number 6 we memo. Then Harakuta Ser Twala Yaharadijing Leha Simata Bertole Hakare Willi memo. Haraku page 5. The first one Yahamo Quarries memo. Then Sepedit Latalanse we close. Laboraru we close. Meaborarion. It hoka explanation. Because at the saving gram dated 10/2/22 to follow up on request to cancel impressed batches in the system. So I agree with balance here 12.1. So can we explain further finance? Page 5.
It's a system error. This one falls under system error, so it has to be followed for closure with our system gaps.
You want gaps?
You are following it, say?
No, they have to follow it. They have.
So we'll follow it up because it is on the credit side. It's a system error, then you wrote to them so that they can correct it.
So we leave here we leave it as memo.
Yes.
As memo. Let's close it. So Robert, it's memo. Plus Leone, I think it's same thing unless okay we are someone says a parlo your accountant general.
It's system error.
It's system error. Leone retohalele memo. Hata sagane retohalele memo. Then ekuta seara modikwa we close. Page 6. Eko dimoyo ya kapit. It's memo. We close the chane we pelo. Leonare cleared. The balance was due to an error in the system, and this has since been corrected. It's fine, we can close.
Sir.
Page 7. We memo the first one and the second one. The third one we close. We memo Bakaling and Moluko. Then we close Maukaneng. From Maukaneng, it's memo. Page 8. It's memo because of cutoff, after cutoff date. Mutibedi Isaac.
It's close, sir.
Rachel. Has after cutoff date.
No, we've checked.
Ma?
Let's look at the. But we checked the annexer.
Ma?
We've checked the annexer. It's cleared.
It's fine. We can close it.
We'll close it.
Okay. However, Mutibedi Isaac, Machabaki, Motu. Those ones are memo. Then we close. But Bulani. From Bulani, I had the Jiswa, Huakota Seats memo. Then page 9, we monitor, Mr. Chairman. Page 10, monitor. 11, monitor. 12, we monitor. 13, monitor. 14, we monitor. 15, monitor. 16, we monitor. 17, we monitor. Except Harzanako page 18. Yes, sir.
On 17, I just like to advise.
Page?
There's a column missing.
Page 17?
Page 17, there's a column missing.
Column, which is missing.
Percentage expenditure column is missing. There's need for a column here that shows percentage of funds spent. That shows us how much percentage is spent. It's in the guidelines. I'll just say that.
Yes, sir. Chief Accountant,
wow, the missing column. Yes.
It's
by mistake. From page 17, page 18, I take the development expenditure. So, Kenale Pocho, Boroya Moya, DCP 50503, Agricultural Service Support Program, Matete Service Center.
Nike Kupa PS Harris Molana Kupilor Naradira addendum instead of the year 2022, which should look at this one.
Ronaldi addendum. So, qu'est-ce qu'il y a le bâti? Du coup, addendum. Qu'est-ce qu'on a là pour addendum? Nya me ha go molato o re ka di leba gone ko dia ko addendum a kere ke one ya simolla mo page 2 kra mo page 1, of course page 1 ne ke le mo ya matete service center ya matete service center ito ta ke ne ke batla go itse gore ka gore kana go ha ke re bua ka ona ngwa gaole gompe gore mo go 25-26 ne ke batla go utlwisisa gore me gone the status what is happening accounting officer kana the project some of these projects are abandoned ha di abandon dilo yana ka di funds tse di kana termination process is ongoing. What is happening at the project? I get the project. It's some of them getting in the finance. It's more working on no much. ore mo account officer ngutule
Perhaps.
Thank you, Mudula Stilo, for giving us the opportunity to confer. Say, the projects they were abandoned or we had to terminate performance contract. Mika ha ntse ka teng ine le gore ta bo re simolla re di dira sesha mimo go di direng sesha ke ra re di batela yo ka tanga helletsa jaanong ka lebaka la gore one madi ga ayo gore ga rena go kgona mo ngwageng moneo mme re ta bo re ntse re eme re sologetse gore ha ka bona re ta bo re simolla go ka tsena mo go tsone jaanong kana tse ke tsone tse e leng gore ga gongwe le tshenyo ya nna mo go tsone ka gore ha go emegela go sa iragale sepe go batla gore security se be sentse se le teng jaanong se re se dirang ka tsone tsa di mmalwanyana le kontagatse ke gore re be re ntse re ka kgona go tsenya security mme those are some of the value destroying projects tse e leng gore going forward in terms of how we scope them and how we manage them. Kore project management e tshwana gore ne botoka go gaisa ya ka go ntse ka gore rena le tse dingwe similar tse o ka reng di tsamayela gone go tse e leng gore we've given instructions to Attorney General gore re bone gore re ka mitigate ka tsela e ntseng jang gore between motho a tswa mo saeteng or gona le overpayment gona le claim tse e leng gore they are not attended to timely repeatela ha re le mo semong se leng gore we paid a lot of money expenditure ya tswelela but project ga di hele me it's one of those issues tse leng gore as management re le ka gore re di correct and how we are dealing with them ka o ka re ntsele go mo go ntse go dira thata re kopile additional resources at least tsa legally from Attorney General ntse re na le 2 o re hile 2 more, so we've got 4 when gore go to follow you and this 4 tota ine le gore re te re thuse bo director ka gone go dila le tsone le gore di instructions di no di ntshiwa gore re dile le di issue ka gore in the past gore when we ought to have asked for or sought expertise legally ene ka re thusa gore di tsamaye ga go a diragala but we've started making corrections.
What is for say? Are you able to be very clear? Kanya for meaning money or what? Projects. What is for? Oui.
The result, yeah, the Ronaldo Luara paid. Yeah, Ronaldo 4. Additional 2, sorry. Yeah, next
Toro for ela ro ki potsara ora ba le hile mangwe madi bogolo jang gore legal ka be ke rong ora di legal cost.
People who will come and help ka gore le mo ngwa ha ne go nna le complication instead of somebody saying there's a problem please come and help me.
No, thank you. Me go no go na le e se yung habat last meeting wa PC ine a heta ile kanya sepa poultry ya 2014 project that it cost about 20 million yo ne me go supega gore ona asa budgetelo na se o mo TDNP le mo NDP 12 or 11 something go no sepa poultry ko phalape o kare ha ke tsore yona mo bogompiekong seemo se ene ke bogolo jang ka gore ne re bua ka 20 million yo ne nga sa budgetelo se
So this information should be disregarded.
The one that we made.
Yeah,
yes chairman
or in mo status in when say ni le mo go sone.
Chairman, are we together, sir? Chairman, what respond?
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
In a year, sepa hora in mo se say ni le mo go sone ka the last PAC. Ga gona sepe se ileng gore re se dirile jaanong ke kopa gore re tere gongwe ka the next re tere update ka yone mme hela ke bela gore yone e gape ya go tshwara ko one madi a re senang one mme hela gongwe ke some this area ke summarize hela ka gore go na le di-project tsa mohutanyana oneo tse dintsinyana hela tse ileng gore di a tshwenya that need to be managed differently.
Okay, fine. Honorable Lesedina Wheeler, this was 20 million pula later, and there's not clarity on progress in terms of SEPA. But that's not my question. Sorry? Yes, the multi-species abattoir. The feedback is not really clear. More page 2 of the addendum. Can we have better clarity, or maybe it's just me?
You can.
Okay. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Status sa tsabong kana that 543 ulo tax it relates to this project. It has since moved and getting to a point where we would really like to get the contractor because of delays tsa project management we found ourselves in a very difficult situation. Certain of the experts was overseas to come and help do the process. Commissioner had to leave because so the commercial decision I was talking about, the sooner we can get money and pay everyone out and net off the better, so that it's an immediate rona but why BMC ba simolla go facilitate ngwe re be ka simolla go thaba ka gore se ne re se face kwa go tsabong ine le gore the longer we take ya no re tle go nna le ha ke tso di bitswa go di costs tsa just standing around where you have not completed but the contractor has not gone off-site go on the end of activity. So yet or more expressing ya gore e handwe over.
So do you still stick to your update on record that says the progress estimate is at 45%?
No, I'm updating that. The progress update, total we are close to 100%, 98. Kore hela batho ba le batle go dira the final bits tsa commissioning, and find a way of getting them out of site.
So the money that appears here having been spent on the project, was this money, I mean, the 42 million there or thereabout, was spent at a time when the project was at 45%?
Yes. Mariana,
And are you in a position now to give us the latest figures as to the 98% and the expenditure that goes with the progress? Because this one, you agree, it doesn't relate to the current status.
Ke kopa jana che gore ke gongwe ke provide a figure I think today and find out, but just so that you appreciate where I'm coming from. At about a year or so ago, Neresir spent about 162 million mo go yone. And then we went and asked for an additional 112. Yeah, it is that 112 that we've been spending to come to Retero Hoheleza. Yeah, I just want to check Hormudi certificate in Ziduling Rahakai, but me physical work, we are around the 98. But let me check of the additional amount, Ratsama Hakai, but we had requested another 112.
That will help. Mr. Chair, I understand BMC has already sent some employees to Tsabong, the abattoir. Question now would be, when do you hope to have the abattoir commissioned and running?
The commissioning process is within a month or two. When they will actually start, a challenge, but that's where I wanted to get myself to, because those employees by BMC, those are the experts by Langore. But the whole aspect the price and just working with the communities maintain through political issue. So the challenge is now where we've already identified staff, and we want to minimize the amount of idle time. Will we start on the 1st of August, come the 1st of September? I cannot say. Confirming today ke madi ha ile gore go a letelesega e ka re ka moso gongwe nka le re ha ke ta go tseya lens ke be ke tla ka ya gore tsamaya ka go thaba ka gore ke multi species ine le gore gongwe ha re ka se ka ra hetsa ka dipudi as part of making sure that dilo di simolla go bereka gore ga di simolle go rasta gongwe re be re ka simolla go bona gore a di kgomo re ka di thaba for that area gore hela e simolle go bereka.
This table it's not presented according to the guidelines, because we require additional information to inform the committee about the project. How much has already been paid, if there have been any issues, whether cost overruns, time overruns, it's all informed there.
Emma, make sure the information here, those elements, time and cost, but certainly in terms of time, can I give project I give over 7? Can I give? it should have really been completed a long time ago.
So you'll provide information tomorrow?
Make I provide in terms of costs and time and statuses are those who are going to operate it.
Okay.
Yeah, me a kere gongwe ya ka o dumela gore o ta submita ka moso. Ha ke tswara o ka kgona go submita ka correction ya table or that one at the next meeting. But anyway, a re dumela gore ner information e ha gona le mo go shotileng, but otherwise
o tla presenta e kopilweng ye.
e kopilweng e tata next
Next presentation next
ga ke itse ka gore up to page 23 e ne le di monitors ga ke itse gore ga gona le any potso e re tabong gongwe re tudile kana ke hitile le ise le kgone go e botsa so that ra e botsa e be re ya ko page 24. No.
Yeah, we can proceed.
You can proceed, sir. Thank you, Chairman. Arago page 24, statement number 10. That table, let's do memo. Page 25, audit findings. So,
okay, re tsamaya kae?
25.
local page 24.
We have this one and the other.
Ma?
Like once we've done this one, we go to.
Those pages, so we monitor unless honor observation mo ngwenya page. I get development expenditure. Yes, sir. Wanna listen mo go yone, sir?
No.
Thank you. Technical advisor, who want to proceed?
Okay, let's go.
Yes.
We are 25.
Page 25, how we labor wa khonobona re na lebo audit findings. Under payment of customs duties charges, bo withholding taxes, but all in all, the more table in your name, a high idumela gore we do memo mo go yone. Unless
Auditor General, you have?
UK.
Okay.
Rather monitor them.
Statement 10 we monitor.
Yes, unless the issues, unless one only issue a but if everyone's okay, it's
Release the statements it's the monetary and total because kana it's our statement 14 and 22 it's on some monitor the rest and like it's our kid memo.
10 is the special funds.
So 10 it's monitor.
It's special funds unless there are
So
issues in
let's monitor under statement 10. We monitor page 24, 25. Then we monitor page 26. Then honale page 27. Both tables, let's monitor them. Then when Ritsanako page 28, we monitor. Page 29, we monitor. Page 30, we monitor. Page 31, table ya udimo we monitor. Table ya kota say we close the last one. Yeah. Annexure 5C. The rest can monitor. Page 32, the whole tables, those are monitors. 33, we also monitor. 34, we close. Number 2, number 3, number 5.
That's 30.
Yaring polelang good. Kidchits. Advice,
we monitor.
Accountant General.
No, we monitor. Sorry, we monitor.
That's on page 34, right?
Accountant General.
Page 34, we monitor the whole page.
General, please, pay attention.
The whole
Yeah,
page.
Accountant General,
We monitor the whole
there's
page. sir.
issue around retentions.
Yes. Yes, there's issues said that we see retentions dating back as far back as 2012. Yes. And according to regulations, when a retention reaches 5 years, it has to now be adjusted to the consolidated fund. But we see them as far back as 2012. We will appreciate an explanation as to why.
Thank you. Ga gona explanation e tlhalosegang ka mpo e utlwalang batlotlegi re dumalanye maloba gore gone mo motho yo go dirang kana ba go dirang ka gore go standard gore hela gangwe hela go transferiwe yaanong motho yo o tshwereng tiro ya teng ke gore a dire tiro ya go batho a hetse ke yone tshwetso e re itsereng gore a gore ba tla go dira
So they are returning to the
di
consolidated fund?
tshwanetse gore di ye koo ke yone thulaganyo.
Okay. So there's no explanation on the
Chair.
cause of the delay?
It's a delay, but we have since done most of them, already transferred to consolidate fund. Unfortunately, we took time.
Okay.
Hora gore la bona gore nna ne ke tswala jaanong ka mabaka ona observilweng ko kana phikilweng ko Accountant General hora gore ra go di monitor hela tsote according to Accountant General hora gore from page 34 to page
Yes, sir.
Ne kere go na le tse dingwe tse di tswalang se mo teng.
Like?
Re di annexes tse dingwe e supa gore ra di clear. 6B.
ya mapele mare go Auditor General.
Thank you. Page 34, number 1. Agri holding. We audited it and we noted that it was vandalized and we were told it's supposed to be demolished. Can they please give an update on that?
Did you follow what she was saying?
Yes, Chair. This is the kya yakhatela se phase ne re bua ka ona. We've holdile retention ya teng ya 408,000 ke yona re holdile because ena abandon the project.
But the question here from the Auditor General, are by auditile, and there was a decision. Yeah,
To be demolished and it was vandalized. Thank you.
so what will be the status after the audit recommendations?
Seng gore ba recommend le gore demolish go ra ke lona ne le ba ra yalo.
Gongwe me ke botse Auditor General ne ke batla clarity around that. Lona you made an observation gore status ke se kampo you are saying you recommended gore just how ka repeat gore ke utlwe gore
No, Ronhare auditor, we noted vandalized. And more responsible you lolona acknowledge vandalized, and because of the poor workmanship, is going to be demolished. I don't know who recommended for that, but that was the response. Thank you.
And whilst thinking of your answer, can you also clarify if it is one of those that you are providing security? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chair. Confirmation, yes, the recommendation came from us. It's going to be demolished. The project management aspect, it talk about improve you. And then, just to confirm what you are saying, Paul, our procurement kind of management has been such that even where somehow to a point where we might just have been incurring avoidable expenditure. These are some of the corrective measures in terms of the notification I was talking about earlier. At the professional level and at the personal level, both director or but accountable. But there are many such incidents. However, I have to put it that way.
Yeah, Honorable Seri.
Yes, sir. Re hitela ko page 35. Page 35, ra go tswala one hela, ya number 12. The rest we monitor. I get more.
Yep.
Hurry up to page 36. We monitor the whole page. Page 37, we monitor the whole page. Page 38, Ritualelo one number 44. Yeah, dile page.
Yes, true.
Dile page number 47. The rest are monitors.
Sorry, sir, we close
yes,
43,
yes,
44.
Ma?
43, 44.
43, yes, 40.
4 and 47.
43 for 5 tab, yes, sir.
Yes.
It's already 3 here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Page 39, we read monitors. We are monitoring. Hurry go page 40, we close number 60. Hurry go page 41. We close 75, 70. Huh?
Sir.
We close 78.
We close the last two according to us.
Ma?
80 and 81.
80 and 81, yeah. It's 80 and 81. Page 41. We close. Ya number ya 7B. Jano gona le ya number bohelo ko tas. We close only 7B. 7B. Keramo number 42 say.
Sorry to take you back here.
Huh?
Oh, more page 641.
Emma,
You should reconcile this balance with the asset balance.
we should do what?
Reconcile the balance. There's
Hey, reconcile the
difference.
balance. Ya bo helo gone mo page ya number 42 ye ko taseo. Kana ale kwala hela lere. We grammar commencing process of right of initiated. Go ya mahela yalo chief accountant. Go nna dingalo nyana. E ha godimo ga yone eo. Ya ga modisenyana. Ware le kwadile ka di 16 tsa ga May 2023 le kwala ba accountant general to deduct skoloto from terminal benefits bo ya magono ho ko gore ha o ya ma ka tselentseng jalo chief accountant o baka gore go nne le dipotso because ha o sala o ka dile ka 23 gore motho a deductelwe to date go ka bo go iragala le go tlase ya process of right of initiated Talosa.
Chair, the first one ga modisenyana Raymond re salary kwala sa ka bua ka 2023 it's on our part ara dire follow up me re lemogile after some time gore ba ne ba deduct the 28,000 ka September zong that hel go ga ba reply or something me re ne ra lemoga re tsana mo dibukeng gore ne ba hela ba etswa re lemogile re sena go processa this chair.
Nya ha ile gore go bua maru accountant general a ka re ba itsetse ba di dimalaela kana ke bona ba ka re thusang go tswala di cases so accountant general o di dimaletse eng go totsetse case.
So I wanted him to finish. I concur with him. It's closed. It's been cleared off.
No.
No.
Le ba kanye di notes tse.
It's cleared off after cut-off date, so it will still be a memo.
Gona gore mo di issue tse ntseng jana ba direla puso ba ba tlotlegang ga le mo gore go botlhoka gore in ere gong prior to appearing hapela ga PAC lona ka bolona hela le liaise le baakanye dilo gore se ka nna gore the accounting officer tla ba riana and then attorney general account general a riana kana le dira yalo hapela ga PAC but we must come here I believe le batho ba bangwe hela yano ka gore lotle your accounting officers in your respective places. Thank you.
The three AGs are in the committee as advisors to the committee. The three AGs, they are here as advisors to the committee.
My point or my question, let me put it as a question. I want me, the advisors to the committee.
Yes.
But I'm saying, ministry ba kwaletse office ya accountant general. That is my point. But solve the issue rather than the issue that is solved. I understand their capacity and positions now, but I'm talking of their offices.
Yeah, but I think there's no problem with them liaising with the AG, Attorney General, Accountant General, or even the Auditor General. That is perfectly allowed, and I think what you are saying is that they should initiate that contact even before they come to us. So,
True, sir.
but it does look like there's very limited interaction. I think that is your concern. Limited interaction between them as accounting officers and the three AGs.
Ministry other ministries ba ba phirileng ha go lebega tota interaction.
I think the interaction is very poor.
Yeah.
A kere ha ngwe bata gone ha we lo re AG ke gona out ka kgang se batlang ka tsone accountant general le ena ba le le kwalo le ba reng ba le kwadile na ra le bona go supa gone gore ga ba ise ba interact before the this appearance. So I think it's a proper advice that please make sure that on issues that you can interact and sort out, please do so even before coming here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Le jone bonyahela chief accountant ko ke ra gore bona gore motho sala thokahetse ka 20 a ke tsoro thokahetse le matle kwa lonne le kwa le ka 23 May ke ra gore mo go 28,000 to gongwe go na le ditšhentšhinyana bana ba ke ba nile ba phetša mo dikolotong tse neng ba iphithela ba le mo go tsone le jaana ntse le ba tshwareletse ka gore a le ise le tseye madi a lona gore ga le duele a ke re go ntse yalo
gone bonya gone go dirile gore go tse yone nako mme as I said re ne ra ba kwalla re ba bontsha gore prepare yana re kopa gore ha le deducted that sekoloto sa rona and the terminal benefits because ne le processing ya di C-band ne re mo duela was paid C-band we were in the process le duela re kopa gore le re ntshetse the 28,000 sa rona
o ra gore ba ka tsoba se ba bonye sengwe
ba bonye sengwe because ne re supile gore ba ka tsa bokana rona sa rona ba start that's why re ba setse ba deductile.
Okay sir. Ha ke tsore ya process of right of initiated ke tsa gore we notile se a re ska ra e dira yana gape next time a re go page 40
before you go on, honorable City.
Yes madam.
These balances more asking, okay, they're there in the Auditor General's report, more asking, they're not there.
I'm asking. These are non-mover items, I get. They are getting non-mover items, so Accountant General would redinate non-mover items.
Because Auditor General also picked them up. But here I didn't see them.
Here you can't find them. You'll find
but
them.
But in the Auditor General's report is there and what? Like Accountant General.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Let's put Mareko page 43. Page 43. Separated ko di motse o ki di memo. E ke sen show ka yone. Ke a boraro ya ga khositse le Filemon. Ka gore e supa gore paid on 17th May 2019 and misallocated to the wrong account and to be adjusted. Yeah, you got to Accountant General, but yeah, we close.
Since it's a memo, since it's not complete, it still has to be adjusted correctly.
Thank you. I get a lot of explanation. It isn't to be adjusted.
Sir. Neker sets readjusting, if long adjusted it, corre hard, right? And you readjust till after the cut-off date. Readjust less.
I agree memo tata. Yes. I agree on about Tatal or Razualia 8C. Thank you. Arengo page 44. We close number 1. We memo number 2. Number 3 we memo table eko di more hitsenayo table eko tase we memo on page 44 page 45 eneko go di mo ele ke one etswang ka kwa ya memo gora gore we memo ya ga ikageng boikhutso we memo ya ga ranyena phenyo we memo table yo tape after ya ga ranyena we are go page 46. Table ya odi we memo. Table ya kota we memo. Yes, sir. Honor the Yes, sir. Page 47. We close Sebedi. We memo from Rama Soto. Kwa go tsena hela ko tastase. Ele the last page ya. Ele the last table ya page 47. Haria ko page 48. We memo the whole page. Haria ko page 49. We also memo the whole page. Haria ko page 50. Madam.
No kere earlier on ha ke ne ke bua ka 112 mo page 47 ya ga Motsumi o kopile right off ne le tla re discussa
Emma, we notile, thank you very much. Let's discuss it. Kya ga Motsumi J Sylvia.
The last one.
Ke bo Motsumi bot. Motsumi Paulus. Elias.
112 no go kopile right off ne re ba share ba explain ya gore why e kopela right off.
Chief Accountant, had the tlhalosa gore why 112 o mo kopela right off.
Thank you, Chair. These two, Motsumi Sylvia and Motsumi Paulus, they nearly the revenue collector, has a masik. But never become of senior one, nearly the revenue collector. I will not go to be. House now to be a mopolisat la checker, a beloro who is to my dear car. Moho, the other one get 26,000 to 112. They was for a disciplinary hearing, which you am a police by Hela Sababona Molato, disciplinary hearing on high chart, a very Hela Sababona Molato. So, due to that, Hababona Molato, Mahuko and Itila Tuba about. But in the issue, any how had Hatanel, especially Musumo or Cantiligas Haramadiakan, let's I remit. Why didn't you remit on time? Kinela keep we tell I allow you. Ka disciplinary hearing, hotel case at in high hell. I will tell us all conclude what we will say. Hello, Hababo Nomolato because of the lapse of time. It disciplinary hearing took a long time. Need the issue to any around our Melona, le pause, Kauri kept the maniam Akalvesari.
So 112,000.
112,000 too. That's why I never had alarm copela right off. Accounting officer on a right off at this one. Yena above him, is a finance.
Yeah, my research about that. Can you clarify that one year? Mapodisi abasa babone molato. Mapodisi ura.
Again, in a revenue collect has, but my dear, I test more of since on that custody.
Yeah. Hore morse. Total ke bata party. Yore mapodisi bo basa babone molato. Ora in which court ye mapodisi ba basa babona molato.
Mapodisi kana ha bata ba le ba search. Bata ba le mo gore me case gore or magodu a tsena ba two about some madi. Not bone. Magodu one go le mo gore a tsene me ba two.
No, we are together. No, this matter, Kila is a Koba Attorney General. Yes, sir. Accountant General.
Yes, I just like to
Attorney General, Auditor General,
to highlight to Minister of Agriculture that they should look in the system. There is a report for the supervisors of revenue collectors. For future, to avoid such occurrences, there is a report in the system that procedurally a revenue collector must go to the revenue office once a week to remit. It's in the financial instructions. And also, the supervisors of revenue collectors have a report in gaps that they can run to see how much money their revenue collectors are holding in their sales. So Nikeri, just as an advice to your supervisors to always run that report. If you need further advice, we can advise you.
Thank
you.
Yeah, no, what's a chairman?
Hey, go ahead, Honorable.
Nekere. Kana ma position na dira tiro ya one. But se ke se utlwang ke gore the revenue officer gora ne ba tshotse madi a kalo ba sa remit ba sa isa kwa tsore ba isete for nako e sa le telelwe yanong ha go tilo magodi go ke bone ba tsereng a ba bone ne ba tselwa kgato kana go na le metsametsano ya le metsametsano go ra ile ora me revenue collector a be ke tsa madi a kalo ke be ke a ba mo ntlong ke khona re ke bua le ke khona e vele magodi gore ke tsere bokana tla le utswe yanong ha ile re ne ke a tsere go itlhe nako e sa le telegeng suspicion e teng la thata ya ne la dirang ka boneba ka gore ya ka ne re bua kgantele ke go mo teng tso go tshwara the small fish kore officers ba ba dirang ba ba tola molao ba pele madi e ka raba tselo dikgato me driver wa modimo hela ha di le phoso a sa chargewa wa tengwate so potso gore bone ba ne ba tshwere madi for nako e tileng gore be ba tshwere ne ba tselwa kgato efe
ga ba tselwa kgato epe se bua ba maro
gore mapodisa ba ke ba charger internal processes le tsone di ga di a ba bona molato.
Through you, Chair. I lore ke utile sente o rile disciplinary na failure because of bane ba diega bone ba le office go charge batho we gora gore because of that long process ya disciplinary ngwe be go nna le gore kganyi e faile ha lore ke utile sente
me kana chairman ke yone ke reng somebody kura a ne ra go diretse molato o gormenta a hela nga lusa madi go nna le someone responsible.
E kore se buang ke ora mo alusi ha le kora gore le yone disciplinary process ha se kitse e ne a diega hela e ga e bolela monageng e bolela monageng mo gora gore ya kana go nna le right of akire wa rialo finance bank
rialo se
akire go ne mo ke gone mo go supang tota gone gore tota madia setšhaba ga a sireletsega ha e le gore e ka re go santse go nna le internal processes to look into the matter where di sa diragale gore a gore 112,000 o write-wa off mme go ne go na le possibility ya gore motho mongwe gone ga a bone molato for breach of financial regulations wa beile madi a kere o ne gore accountant general financial regulations tsa re madi a tshwanetse gore a ne a tswa ebile a tshwanetse gore a nna a checkiwa kgapetsa ke tsa gore le lona lo a itse gore go ntse jang so this is also an example of how government money just get lost because people do not apply themselves and there is no consequence again. No consequence for sleeping on the job. And me Malaysia, I can resimula rebua. Malaysia no stola ona le madi. Arasa tola re le mo tepu. Go thatanyana madi a tswana go lathega bo bonolo he. Ka be bo hedile ka ke tsora la le mo.
Chairman ra mogela go ke ngwe tsa di corrections tse eleng gore re simoretse go di dira re ta di dira e tsamaelana le ne ke bua ka notice kgantele ke gone di aspects ne ke re kana ke gone go destroy value instead of creating it.
Okay,
mo ke botsa hoche ke bo kopa go botsa accounting officer ra la putsonyana e nyanya.
Go ahead.
Era ke utile ke la bua gore o kwalele lekwalo go bolela mongwe le mongwe gore ha government a ka luza madi ta tselwa dikgato ya ne ke batla go itse gore is it backed by law a mme go na le molao go bekang gore e kare ke la accounting officera ke sa dira disciplinary nako e be e chaya gore menta wa latlhegelwa ke madi a molao wa go beka o le as the supervisor gore o ka mo tseela dikgato
go teng it is in the Public Finance Management Act. In fact, in the notice e ke buang ka yone e ne ga kwela mongwe le mongwe, I cited the particular section. So ga gona ope e leng gore o ta ba sa tlhaloganye kana a sa itse.
So Public Finance Management Act spells out clearly or how ka itoro e le gore o no ana negligent puso go elusa madi gore you are booked and possibly surcharged. Okay, let's proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Kana observation gongwe mo di ministering ka bontsi tse di setseng di hitile yone phata yone re ntse re tswella re itemogela e leng gore tare ha di revenue collector di sa remita di sa reng e be le gore ko morago o ka re khanya teng e swahela e sa tsesepe mme gone mo bo gora gore gongwe ya ka malo bona ra bolphologolo ana a belaela gore a ga go go belaetsa gore go lo mo go joint le baneng ba tshwantse go tsa dikgato go raya gore tota di ministry ha di thoka gore di re botoka go gaisa mme anyway ma ke tswelele
Ga se gore re tilo go bua le ba finance at some point.
Yes,
And maybe some of these issues may be raised.
ya go sia ke go kana ne re boetsa morago nyana because there was this observation mme ke tsa gore re addressitse Mr. Chairman. Let's move to page 49.
Excuse me, 48.
48.
Sorry, before you move to 48, page 49, the last one, Kenny. Page 48. Yeah.
Ska go 48. Uska go 49. Reserve go 49. And about 48 bill. Let us see page 48.
Page 48.
Page 48, Kenny Morake. There's need for information. Is it in the same basket?
Yes, sir. It's in the same basket, but the owner can explain how any can now since at Ceremati. Yani utsile na hit my dear na hita hone. Would say nearly revenue collector about to madi. When I 6 years say about Trola, I will spend that 3 years. What's on about?
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Can we not go that route?
Okay.
Then they are not in the same basket. Because what will be the basis for that? Because it's only 200.
Azor made a finance manager was only trying to be transparent. Or he was being overly transparent. I didn't see anything wrong with it. For case a harlogan, you and a server. Is it?
But the honorable member wanted to know more information.
I thought you had been very transparent. I don't have a problem with that. Unless a man with a legal background then finds something wrong with it.
Then the issue Thank you, Chair.
Go ahead, sir.
Negar the issue I can Morakano has now on at Sanamot Matrunkum for 3 years about has now to a very hurry, but there are no Salamara. Can I yes to pay this money, even if as now some trunco? We had to follow him up. I very engage our attorney, Habam Salamara Hormutua, when I specific at some never had a barquala or early kilo outside the acetana. There's nothing. Select from lists are from King Morak. Crowd, this is the situation.
Chairman, is it the right way? Ya hore ha John ya utswile madi a kalo a be go tsonga a go to go ithea di-asset tsa gagwe di sa kgone go duela wa tlogelwa hela a wa
Attorney
tlogela
General, go na le mongwe wa ngune ka ha re wa ba servile. Like it's wena o
nya ke batla from the legal point.
What happens is, I agree, from the initial time, they should have instituted high law Merrick administrative action against him. So the way I hear him, or this person was taken through a criminal court. Aba bonomolato. Me gape ha bonomolato at the time e go teng o bonomolato. Government also tshwanetse go apply what we call compensation in the sum ya bonweng guilty ka yone. If that step e pala gape re ka nna ra tsenya gape yone ya gore civil gape re batla gore re tseye sengwe mo go ena. But if there's nothing completely, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah,
You might have to apply for civil imprisonment again. But to what end? How so is discouraged.
Yeah, me chairman, nik asanza lo hono ho. Are super in this case. So the process is started buans. Kore ke was a super case kile ya go go bone. Ka gore gongwe tsone di khantsenetse di ka be di tswa go go bone ba advisor the client yele ministry gore se se ka irwa mo seemong se keng kana ba re yanong ha no go kwala bone ba ministry ba kwala ko Ministry of Finance ba kopa write off
e ora re bona se ke aba supia ore o ile ga nna le process
ya ke re gongwe tsone di tlhaloso tse di irwang ke Attorney General tse di ka bonne di kwadilwe in black and white ile bone ba advise an client gore mo seemong se go ka dirwa se
ka hutwa honorable Seti
Me, I don't know, because when they requested for a write-off, the attached babua gore what transpired ka this case.
yo di ba kwadile
Mo attachment.
mo di attachment okay
attachment ya elaborate
Yes, because they are talking about what happened there.
okay or we have not visited the attachments ourselves, so to that extent she's saying the attachments do explain gore like wrong way honorable Sedi na gone ha me lorna tshwantse we must be carried along read to what just in brief. So the situation is this person has served
Mr. Chairman
no assets as we speak.
Very clear ko gore se ke neng ke ya go sone ke gore kana gore case ye go court criminal agre e ya ile case jalo kana sa Attorney General last tlhalosang ke gore by the time a convictiwa go ka applyelwa compensation of which ga ya dirwa mela ha go ntse jalo o ka nna wa tawa motsaya wa applyela civil imprisonment le gone go ra gore still ntse ga dirwa ke sone se ke doubtang gore a me case at a time a kile ya go.
In the attachment, Barry, the matter was referred to the Attorney General through Saving Graham, and then they quoted in August 23. The Attorney General advised that the debt was irrecoverable due to the defendant's lack of movable assets.
Yes.
Civil imprisonment was also deemed unviable. Thus, they recommended write-off the debt.
Yeah. I care total rente o tlhalositse gore ya no la o ka leka civil imprisonment motho a sena sa na le sone tota tabe le matsapa. So that is why eventually it was dropped and a request of a write-off is being
yeah, me is chairman hela ne le yone gone go elaborate mo go di comments nyala just gore hars ka ra ntse re ya go di attachment but anyway it's fine
explanation. I think Otherwise, how it's what Halosa Yanora would do no guy, but just a brief explanation always suffices. Honorable Sedi.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Kora page 40. Tsetso tere di tohalele memo. Rako page 49. Page 49. Ile onera angwe tohala ile memo. Except ya number 1 ya hakenga dile. Ile ngorle ona the right of granted as per saving grant dated. Or you know isiami. Right tohala because ke after cut off date. But we read to highlight the whole page ile memo, Mr. Chairman. We read to page 50.
No?
Okay.
Oh, okay, Auditor General.
Okay, thank you. Nekere mo page 49, number 2. Yaga moetsa batho ditlhabololo. Kana re discussa dio tsa 2021-22. And the Hukadulu is still under investigation, and this is an overpayment their salary. Can they explain how far are they? What's the status for this? Thank you.
Finance Director, please.
Thank you, Chair. Say, it's unfortunate to say this. Metabat is a former employee. We are trying to trace her contract. Okay, that's why we're going to investigate the whole return horo Metabat okay. Tione issue na law no salary as some turong at well region reverse salary overpayment of salary on
June 2021. Huh? Around 4 years yo. Alimon.
You are still tracing the
Can't you trace about to cancel?
We write to our national and registration or co-power the unfortunately some of this information I to scour lobos are over
Nkabotsa se nake ke dumela ka ha ile go rala sekoloto le tsone le tsitse go Auditor General ha ile le bone motho wa teng Auditor General ba le process kra me molao ona le process ya la gore la motho ba sa mmone ba gona go save go mo save ka wa advertise mo pampiring ba na le deputy sheriff tele gore di itse go tsoma batho ya no ha le ibeile ya go prescribe le ntse le re le bata motho.
Thank you, check. Auditor General in a process it's a mechanical harle rebakwal but the details are motor come trace it's a guy. This is the information and or there's similar so so that there is a cohobo.
I agree whenever Attorney General Maloba will so quite on Hali. But the onus is on the client or a delivery motu about the homosekis. I get to write in zero.
Lerona e kile rena le matha batho ba nyelela hela ba le mo Botswana ke ra hore it's a very very big problem.
But so the honors are on the client.
When we work together, if they have information, we try to use it. Ha ngware ra gone go gae go to thing. Ha gone ba tlang go re thusa kana. Ha ile re ke masika mo le mo go gana go bua hela. The depreciate feel tsone go tswana le dithoto ha o di batla. Ha o tsa le back. La ha ka ra supeng ga o itela se.
Ami chairman, ha motho a utswetse government. Abe the client, the ministry is a kgone go mmona. Ebe bolela Attorney General ba sa kgone go mmona. A ke ba soro ba report go mapodisi. Mapodisi ke bone ba amilweng go senka motho because o kolota government ga a kolote an individual.
Right, we do work with the police. We do work with the police.
Lona client alike involve ma police.
Harris involved ma police. That is one party side ira.
Ke yone honorable monareng ai bua gore yone ke omission.
Amolao ga o le lete gore ka gore le kolotiwa 50,000, le kolotiwa 100,000. Amolao ga o le lete gore simply hela le kope thuso ya mapodisi. CID maeng ke question here. Gore a ke la dira mpo ga la dira, I'm not into that because ga la dira dilo ka bontsi. I'm saying amolao ga o le lete gore le dire jalo.
Molao a re letla honorable.
Then why don't you do it?
ke botsa hela Attorney General.
Why don't you do it? Can I how was saying question? You are diluting what I'm saying. Why don't you do it? Financial.
Sa report.
Not only that one. It's a report. That's the question.
Tota ke dikgang tse e leng gore re tla di sala morago re reporte se.
One of the reports on the chairman. Ga re di botse for personal sake. I'm smiling as you see me. But we are saying, please. If you had a company and people owe you, you hand them over to the authorities. Especially you can be owed 50,000. You can't.
Ke kgakololo e maleba mme ya ka o no bua o ka re dio tse dintsi they don't pay attention to detail gore tota ke madi a puso ha lathegile matshwenyego a teng ga a kalokalo ya akanya gore ana ka lathegelwa ke 20 pula e ka nna selelo sa kureng ya me mme ha ile 48 le wa puso 48,000 nna ne ke re gone go deriving from what he has just said a re thoa le re itse gore madi a puso a dirisiwa gone go thabolola setšhaba sa lehatsheng so ra tse ya ka ekete angwe ke a rona ra bate jalo ka gore a ke rona ra bere ke ra duelwa gone gore re sireletse gape le gone madi a puso ke tsa gore your point is made. I think you have taken his point and gongwe ebile le ba bangwe hela jalo re nne re ba gakolola jalo gore ke o ka re le na le go ineela dikgang di bo di helela mo go lona hela di helela go tato go molepolole le bo le ithoboga mme mapodisi ba le teng ba ba diretswe go dira tura go bata batho
ne ke batla go botsa hela Attorney General gore tsetsa overpayment of salaries a tsone a ke re tsone a le tsone tsa mapodisi because a lot of these things where they are still looking for people it's overpayment of salaries
gore gona tsa mapodisi kana go toa ha o irile borukhutli mo re go bitsang a criminal offense in most cases but bone ha gongwe ba tle ba le ke gore thusa ka re mo tota it's a civil matter ha motho a sa utswa mo go ka tweng o thubile o irileng ke salary overpayment ga utswa ka le godu le ba tluang ke mapodisi gore le bone la le ba kopa gantsi o tla itlwaela gore ba na le reluctance ya gore hey kana tsa civil ga se tsa rona mme gone ba tle ba thusa
o ka re ke ba utuba ba re kana eo ke civil o ka ke tukganye mme hela ke re wa re a le ba kopa ha gongwe ba ka le thusa ka gape bone ba itse batho a ke re le mo tota mmele go
ele one government.
Yes. Yeah.
Gongwe ke botse chairman ka go leba government a kolektiwa madi a seng kana ka sepe from every minister a me di ministry tsone di na le unit hela ya debt collection e le gore gore motho a teng ra the gore maphakela o theola debt collection e le soft collection ya go letsa batho lo tsoma gore batho ba kokae kana go dira ene the accounting officer a ntsana dio tse dingwe tsa go tse di dira gore dira go nna ntsi a ba togela mo gongwe be go hela re le mo semo se sentse ya
I get the debt collector no puso ka ikene Attorney General bona a gitsore on a day to day ha le ntse le batla batho ya ba batwa ke mamolona
nya me ke riane batlutlegi kana khanye ka nne ke bua ka transformation gantle dio dingwe di re tshwana go re dire ka tsela e sele gore ke di issues tsa culture hela gore go tshwana go re go irea gore la ha o le go company kana o le motho hela o nkolota re taolo ke a go latela ke re ntuela ha ile gore ga o ntuele ke ta go agenteng gongwe ke batla gore a nthusa gore ke batla gore ke re ke sa dumalane le wena ke re ga re ke ra debt collector ke Attorney General we have to have a function and an understanding ya gore these are assets that have to be looked after and therefore we need to invest effort mo gore go a diragala gore ke ra gore the resources ya re ke la accounting officer nna ke batla batho ba e leng gore ba go sala madi a morago ya ka re tsoga re bua ka tsa lentse ka mosodi ya re ya seditetseng tse bo billion tse re sa recovering. I want resources or ke go collect madi ona. So I think it's an issue hela ya gore perhaps we have not dealt with issues of scarcity. We've just always had plenty mo ene gore la bo helo re thokomologa di. So it's just a cultural issue e leng gore I think re tshwana go re re sengwe ka tsone. Your Attorney General o tla nna re thusa kwa ta re thusa nteng, but the accounting officer must collect and must have resources. So that investment is tshwana go re nneteng go nne le batho ba tsamayang ba bata madi a rona.
Kore seo se bua o dumalana le Honorable Malusi.
Malana le re mo
Tshwantse gore go nne le mongwe yo tota yanong a performa yone Iran eo ya go tsoma madi a e leng gore a koloto ya puso mo di ministry mo.
Ka ministry mo le mo gore if you undertake the transaction from a reporting point of view, from a monitoring and evaluation point of view, I would like to be able to have people going around and checking my different units of business because that is how we destroy value and that's how we can improve. So that kind of transformation. Otherwise, you are just going to be writing off forever and ever. And there's will have nothing saying off with.
Chairman.
Tota function e letsentse wa perform me ano letsentse go nna le batho ba deploy for that purpose because madi a senyega.
Thank you, Chairman. Kana gore mafoko a ga accounting officer a monate mo go maswe gore re tshwanetse gore re nne le in accordance with the advisor ga Honorable Malusi re tshwanetse gore re nne le batho ba ba ka re collectelang dikoloto ba le within us. That is likely to be a very long process. Ya gore ba simole ba hire batho ba ba ka ba collectela, knowing how government works. But can you have a private debt collector whom we hirile for 3 months, 2 months, come and collect? I mean, not come. Make go nele but one thank you by 50 collector over commission. It happens. Remember le modi mausu. How about kolota? How long we hear a debt collector? You do malana gore o tla monela 20,000 o tla monela bokana. Collector madia. How's now collector? You'll get 30% of it.
Is that something that is doable, accounting officer?
Nagi dumela jalo. Ka gore le gone go batla resource. Gore I was not necessarily looking for I need invest. Not necessarily gore ke ya go hira motho ba tsana mo structuring sa ga momeng. There's provision in order to the PS co-finance. Just here's a commercial proposition. This is what I would like to do. How long spaces correlate on PS finance on the arrangement, in which case, in order to avoid the overheads, the main thing here, how do you make sure you do this and you do it in the public interest? So now I went with that. Issue we must have an open mind about it. But the powers in Nakahagi Talhanyangati.
I think Rosenta Rai Lemona Kuchani because he got a tools. Karwala Yalako finance or yes, a commercial proposition. Elor Cartusa or Wanamaj. So who told at least Kawi Buangati? This is a person cutting heading up. So I guess honorable members are noting it and Haranser Buele Babangwe, Rene Relikero, or Examo Polo Neo, if the PS comes around Lene, finance Leone, Rene Rekisemo Polo Neo. Ele Halemo Polo Mente Tata, Echamo honorable members, honorable Malusi, honorable Monari.
Mwanga Helela Moher. The law firm, they are looking more in soft collection. Where they just call somebody, how to allow to lawyer. Most people can about Wakolota or Mungasa Ituro Wakolota. Mongweni Motohela, you or Kimoto, my marling, on Avereka, Hormenta, Ababona Shingo, Hatiru, go Bengo Botswana. a ba duela ngwe kgwedi tse pedi ha le molletsa hela ha ba tlo leina la go le tsena mo dipampiring go twa kolota o ta ba duela. So and they charge 10% commission for that, and it is very effective. I use it in my business. It's very, very effective.
ke tsa re gakolo le ditule komiti e nngwe ya ditiro tse di dirang ke go gakolola, and you are doing a good job, honorable members, tsa go gakolola. Auditor General.
Thank you, Chair. Now, our advice from our side, some of these they are avoidable, like overpayments to the salary. They are avoidable. Before the process is difficult. Let's try to tighten our controls, hella from our side, to minimize this. It's already or the losses, because when I look at them, they are all available except the theft.
Thank you very much.
There is a module, more gaps. I think I understand it has not been activated. Yeah, ESS. Yeah, I get ESS. I get ESS. Kore it's a salary le period motung atla ba berek. So yeah, calculate that. You will not have overpayments. How can you receive? The accountant general or DPS activate so that you use it. Once you use it, the overpayments. Thank you.
Yes, accounting officer. Accounting officer. Overpayment, non-payment of interest. Yes, we proceed. Honorable Sedi.
Yes, sir. I go page 50. Page 50, we memo. The whole page. Ke ne ke re la ha re dira memo ke be ke tsa gore go ngwetsonetse re setse re ntse re buile ka tsone ka re takanye ya diseased 2017 intsi jana ke tsa gore la ha ke re memo yana ke be ke tsa gore ba e notile re tshwantse re mona go nyeta re bone pharologanyo go na le sengwe se movement e senyela go ntse ya ka go ntse yana Mr. Chairman, but anyway we memo.
They're still under investigation.
Yes, sir.
Because, like you rightfully pointed out earlier, it makes us want to know 42,000 pula out to the government coffers, still under investigation. What does it mean? Kamuso to be written off.
Prescription.
Yeah. So, Kim Metara from 2021, still under investigation 4 years later. What is going on?
Ayonka, county office. Tohale tata, pujo scala like mine. When we are really tata in plenty and in a period of scarcity, Okara struggle and I get twice or Madia Valeti.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mahokwala Dirsanga. Actually, mo page 51, the very last one. Yaha Ramulele. Prescribed. The rest, Radito Hela, Elidi memo, Mr. Chairman. The memo.
Because it's still in the books.
Ego Thessalonians memo.
It's still in the books.
I write the whole page we memo. Hariago page 52 we close 1 for Tswane Josera. The rest we memo. Page 53 we memo from Letina to Modise Patrick. Then we close one for Philip Laone. Then the rest, Kidi Memo. Page 54, we close only one for Huitimamba Nenefi. The rest are memos. Page 55, Ritsolera Kwesiman David. The rest are memos. Page 56, the whole page is memo. 57, the whole page is memo. Yeah, Vera Frisco. It after cut-off date, unless disabled.
Sorry, Chair. On page 57, I think Frisco, we recommend we close.
A ritual.
There.
After cut-off date. A meritual ione hela. The rest are memos. Hariako page 58. Rituala ya simolo ho kya kantse hela. The rest are memos. Hariako page 59. The rest of the page is memo. Page 60, both tables are memos. 61, thank you.
Page 60, earlier when I raised the issue with the coastal company for information as provided is insufficient.
You are in page 60, the last one for animal sales of a live animal to Zimbabwe.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, 1.2
Can
million.
you shed some light on what the deal that will touch on the sale date, the payment terms, penalties, because the Harbour Super, they only entered into some agreement last month or two.
Yes, sir. I do agree with you.
But ye kien ye logoro ne reksetsa Zimbabwe nama kakwa ya BMC. Jaanong kgang e e tsere lebaka ka gore ne re handler through diplomatic channels le government to government. Jaanong be re ikopela gore re kopa gore re handle at a commercial level. BMC e lebagane le batho ba hela jaanong ke sone se e leng gore tshologelo ke gore jaaka batho ba rena ba ne ba ile kwa last month re tla simolola go bona madi a sa boleng go kodiwa lebaka le telele. Ke ra gore e tsamayelana le kgang ele ya gore re collecta dikoloto. Ke sekoloto se se nang le I believe kana bo 10 years kana ja. But we are on it.
Yeah, but I was hoping you provide more than just we probably need to appreciate the challenge, and if indeed that there is, what are the terms? My dear, the 123. Then, and you still expect to recover the same penalty charges.
Okay. I made an assumption here. Liquidation where it says the a creditors meeting. Where we are dealing with madi are residual, so I interest moti. We are just going to get portion or one out of that. But we are really salvaging. So we are salvaging the original debt.
Thank you very much. Let's proceed, Honorable Zedi.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Page 61. Number 1, we memo. Number 2, we close. Here, number 3, Chibuya investment. Ke kopa gore le ntlhalosetsa ke nne mo seemong sa gore ke tswale ka gore ke ne ke eleditse go tswala mme no ka re ke a sokolanyana.
Thank you, Chair. This Chibuya investment, ha re duela check ya go be bounce, and then re be re mo follow. When we follow up, re tla gore there's other payments tse leng gore le tsone ne a supa gore go di check di bounce tsa gago. So ha re duela tswa gore duela le 207,000. So the 161,310 ke na capture on the Auditor General's report. Me go supa gore gona la mangwe a re kota. So be ra tsa otle the 161 is included in this school to 207.
Okay.
So go ra gore ga kolot instead la mo kolota.
Nya ona ntse re kolota.
Na kolota a mangwe.
Di check tse ne di about.
So we can close the Accountant General. Yes, sir. Hora hora tswala tse pedi tseo mo table go godimo table go tlase is memo. Page e latelang table go godimo page e latelang ke 62 page e go godimo ye we memo. E go tlase understatement number 22 we monitor. Hare go page 63 we close for Johannes D. Molawa and Amon Ramolora. Then the rest we monitor.
What page 62? Table B. Only the case the two so this include you and so there are two cases not included in your word. So if you could reconcile that. Page 62. Page 62 is similar more page 61. Corona cases more assets in so Lisabu and Katsoni fan. So if you could reconcile that. The cases in ASA but not here.
Honorable Paul Honorable Paul
Really?
Ononale some observations ya khantele neligela bua ka le role reng ha le disitswe ke ba esembeng ba lone be le nyelela. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, we can continue.
No, ne ile go inquire gore di dintsinyana tsone tse tsa le ruo le disitsweng a be le nyelela gore go diragala jang la nyelela le go ba diseng kana le nyelela hela ha ba seyo go disitse ba bangwe le gone gore ha go ntse yalo the personnel gore the right personnel with the right skills go le ba ga isi enough mo ile gore re hela re na le di loss tsonetse go diragala jang gona go we thalose the scenarios
Go ha re na le badisa ko plasing ya rona ya Lopu. So badisa ba teng ba kgaogantse yana ka masaka. So unfortunately some of them, like in this case 2 of them were retired ba tswa mo tirong. Ora gore me gona le shortage ya staff. Be ba kopile a gate man or kopa ro thuse go tlhathela hale le groundsman. But the audit kana gore rona ra check audit ha ya go checka be itlhela gore ha ya go bala di tsa rona iketse gore some of them di a shorta. So akal ba bona ba bantsi ba disa ba ne ba auditwa botlhe ba bong re ba tshwere mo temo gore di ke di nyeletse under their custody. Me and these two say unfortunately e be gote le na ikuela rona kana ne ke re ka thusi ke ne ke le gatekeeper a le ke kopwa gore ke di sale morago gore this especially for these two me hela ka ha go ntse ka it's not that gore di tlanyelela hela ka gore kopile motho o se it's unfortunate ya gore le ba bidwa ba tsena mo teletsone be di nyalela me re le mogile gore ha go tlhotlhomisiwa gore kana mme gore a gore some of them ba ntse ba senya, because it's not only gore ka gore go kopilwe the other person ntse ba gore ba dinyeletsa gale le gale. Thank you.
ba ileng the right personnel ba ileng ba disa tota le bona ba ntse ba dinyeletsa nako le nako.
Se ba ke ba disa tota ba bokota bo phenyo bo mang ba re ba gogelang ba ke ba disa tota ne ra ba sa charger re tletse dinyeletse.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Seri.
ska ba lekeletsa ba disa ba tla bolwa ke sa charge. Mari re ye ko mo go yone page 62 e go tla se table ne ke re monitor. Page 63 we monitor the first one, the third one, and it's a page tse di ko tlase be re tswala Johannes le Amon. We are moving to page 64. We monitor one for Mutusi Mwachi, Lea Stanley Mantle, right monitor. Then we close Bam Polae. Very close Moreri Mike Kotas. Then Eha Tirelo Ramon Sunyan, Rai monitor. We close one for page 65. We close one for Stepenyani, Bright, Hendrik, Le David, Zora di Chwala.
So Richard, 64 last. Moreri, Mika. The last one. We recommend close. We've checked. Is with. Sorry, I didn't hear you say it.
Sorry. Are go 65. Ke ne ke re tswala ya ntha ya bobedi ya boraro le ya bo 5. E be re togela ya gona le nna Marule, Mirule, le Kagiso le Paymaster. Tse ra di togela ile
ke botse ho through
the monitor.
Yone ya ga e go teng ya togelwa ya ga ona le nna Mirule. More remarking bua gore recommended for this hearing as per letter ya 2021. Status of disciplinary things ka re go ran mo ngwageng wa bofo ya.
No, me gongwe honorable MP a ka o botsa go ba maru me a ke re go gore ha go te in fact ba ta araba ha go te Ministry of Agriculture or charge to public funds. No Arab. Dola or late charge to public funds. Kira mo Arab is ka to hanekete.
Thank you, Chair. Ya ga ona le nna Mirule. Go ha go nile le bothata Chair. Re ne re na le lephata la agribusiness. Le ko le dule le ebela ko entrepreneurship re ba kopa gore ba tshware disciplinary hearing on another ministry. But go tsa nako ka gore ga ba re hit that information or aba tshware disciplinary hearing go tsa ja re ba kwaletse le ga to recently re ntse re ba kwala ka gore an ba tsile gape mo go rona re ntse re ba follow ile gore ba tshwara disciplinary hearing we need to close this matter.
Tsale ba kanyana
me ya ka honorable Mwalisa botsa it's ya tsenya kana ene ke o ne go phelong ya letsatsi e nna nngwe ya di-case tse o tabong go bona hela go ta go recommendilwe go the prescription. So are lekeng go avoid a prescription. Ha ke ra togela ke ra we monitor it. Page 66 we monitor table e ha godimo eo. Also we monitor, Mr. Chairman. Page 67 we monitor. Page 68 we monitor. 69 we monitor. 70 also we monitor. 71 we monitor. 72 we also monitor, Mr. Chairman. 73 we monitor. 74 we monitor. 75, which is the last page, we also monitor. Mr. Chairman, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Honorable Sedi.
ke botse potso o honorable chair. Chair.
Just a second. In the hands of Kokasa, Honorable Honore, how gonna Mamulif, I'll hear him now.
Nyanison, Chairman, ke Honorable Malusi.
What are you, Honorable Malusi? Tell us who.
Error, ke wana page 71. Ke wana gona le madi a go warranted provision 138, actual expenditure 45, under expenditure 92,900. We got the percentage is 67.20. We got the variance within acceptable level. Ke ra ke lebeletse percentage ya 67%. Ke botsa gore a go acceptable level go bo go lebile eng gone o.
It's unacceptable, actually.
Waka is say how the variance is within
Page 71, eh?
Page 71. Kora 67% ke no morela ile gore ke tsora kana in siame kana ya siame. Mine ke batla go tlhaloganya hela gore ame ha ile gore no budgetile madi a ka lo bodisa go amanyane nyana. Go ka te go acceptable yang ka gore wa bo o emise madi a ka diriswa ditiro tse di.
e ora gore ya ka di comments tsa teng yala from this page di tshwana go ya go di simolla ka 70 di tshwana yala go helelela
But for
ora yalo a ke re se
Kana for this table, all the significant variances, you're supposed to give the reasons for why.
I think you have a point, Honorable, that you cannot.
And normally the acceptable would be maybe not more than 10%.
Yeah. Ketawari, I will pay what we rally honorable say. Rally members of parliament who no le lenya. Make it our whole le rapeka hore. What the password in Tiana? Account office. Relate say haka hore the password didn't. The challenge to an didn't. Hore Remo Kilar Cantera Kiso Agora Seriare. Ham to agarle patala di nyame a ke ho a ke la patala di wa bata dijo le tshwantse la thusa le hatsele mme hela gone there is a lot of work to be done accounting officer just a lot to be done you know, and this I repeat all the time, re bua di gone go tabo go nwa hela gora gore a go setse 2 months re ntsha notice ya PAC ke gone ya no go simolwa go ithaganelwa gore a re dire ra PAC. We can't afford to operate that way. Ile routine hela ya go tika di box nna ke dumela gore committee e thwahetse maybe le tse re dumalaneng ha di tla diragadiwa ha di sa diragadiwe rata mo go accounting officer ntse batho ba le shakhaletse re tla le shakhalela ka ha le sa diragatse di re tla le shakhalela re tla o mana le lona ka gore madi a ke a setšhaba madi a ke one a ile gore a tlo tshetsa bana ba rona mo nako e tang re batla gore bana ba rona ba ithela ha tsele le mo seemo se siame meano a madi a lathega ka bothogo jo bokana. I think that is unacceptable. So me gone re tsatsi lote kwa me bile a go le be rona re chaisa gona le ba bangwe ba re emetse ne ke se botsa advisor ra go di jwa re gate re di kupile go le late ba ne ba sa itse gore re ka goroga nako yone me ke tsa gore will take a health break
But a refund, Chairman.
Yeah, I wrote senti. Gone la pile thata ke tsile gale mare le golo le re te re puapu mare le golo le te re puapu batho betso. re hano re lo biditse ra itse re le thoditse ha le emetse go tsena tiro ene re na le yone e le tona ya agriculture mme re le ha re ntse re itsheka-tsheka a re sena go hetsa le bone ra lemoga gore kana ka moso phakela go tabo gore re bo re le goneya re tshwere tiro kana gore re meano gore a ro go bala re balela ka moso yaanong ra bo re lo bitse re te re kope maitshwarelo a go le thotsa hano mme bo re sa kgone go tswelela ka gore go le tsapa mme re tshwanetse ro dira tiro gape yone ya go balla letsatsi la ka moso tota re lebileditse eo hela ya go le kopa maitshwarelo re itse le batho ba le siameng thata le ka seka la re gana le lona ke tsaya gore go nna hela go nna lebaka le leele go alapisa batho betso le lona gape ne le badiri ka bone le heditse tiro a lona le dira tse dingwe mme le ga go ntse jalo re paledisitswe ke gore le go le gontsi ko agriculture jaanong re PS re kopa maitshwarelo o tshibe hong gore wa tlhaloganya
ra tlhaloganya chairperson
emma nya mme re tsaya gore la re utlwa le lona batho betso le thotse gana mme go thari go late re batho ipaganyetsa ka moso re ta le advice ka letsatsi le katang ka lone mo nakong e sa hediseng pelo. Thank you very much. Ke dumela gore ka tswela ka thapelo ga ntse ba le gone ya o to ba rapelele honorable Pologolo a ke re ka re ko ena mo rapedi yo motona malatsi a na ke tsore okay honorable Diwa rapela ka bo le ra
a titembezeleni batho bethu ra le morwa le moya o galallang re lebogela thokomelo ya gago o thotse gore thokometse ka yone gore re be re kgone gore nako e re be re ntse re le mo seemong se sengwe hela go sena ope wa rona yo o collapsitseng re lebogela ba youth and gender le bone ba nnileng pelotelele gore letela ko tase kwa mme ba bua ka dipelo le bone ha ba le kwa ba sa itse gore yaanong go diragalang ebile kana ba ne ba lathile le bone ko ba tswang teng mme re nna le bone raitso nna le rona rote phatalla le rona ha o re babalele ka moso rote re re theogetse ka mo go tshwanetseng ke a leboga ka leina la Jesu Kriste moloki amen
me tapelo ke a se komanisela